Marks keeping, rolling to his right. Wants to look downfield.
He did not make it. He didn't make it.
We held him.
Unbelievable.
Going to throw the ball. He's got a man deep.
He's got it.
Look, he's got a man in the middle.
Touchdown!
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 We win!
Touchdown!
And good evening and welcome to Titusville Rocket Football. Tonight, the Rockets are back at Carter Field to host the Fairview Tigers. And we welcome you into our broadcast here this Friday evening. Our coverage of Rocket football this season is made possible by these great sponsors: State Farm Insurance, by Oil Creek Plastics, by Interstate Pipe and Supply, by Larry's Auto Service, by True Value Hardware, by Armstrong, by Anderson Physical Therapy, by the Titusville Dairy Products Company, by the Meadville Medical Center, Titusville Area Hospital, by Joe Taylor Ford, by the Barking Lot, by Community Connect Federal Credit Union, by the Gordon B. Garrett Funeral Home, by Homerwood, by Clifford's Carpets and Waterbeds, by Vanderhoof Heating and Air Conditioning, by Family Video, and by Corky's Pizza and Subs. Week 8 of high school football. The Rockets are back at home at Carter Field, and they'll play out their season here. We'll talk about that coming up in just a moment. Coming into tonight, the Fairview Tigers have a record of 3-4. Our Titusville Rockets a record of 2-5. We welcome our entire crew this evening, and we welcome you into the Larry's Auto Service, Vanderhoof Heating and Air Conditioning pregame show. Our play-by-play guy, Jim Bodemer. Doing color commentary is Mr. Steve Bodemer. Wireless mic tonight is Mr. Bill McCurlis. Camera operators are Amy Rio and Adam Bodemer. I'm Luke Rio, and welcome, guys, to Week 8 of high school football. What a fast season.
Yeah, it's gone. It's gone by very fast, Steve. But this is the first night that we're going to have it under 50 degrees, so it's going to be a little bit of a cold evening here. We'll talk about that again later on in the pregame. But it's nice to get into a football weather. This is the kind of weather we're used to. You can get away from the cramps and all that stuff. We talked about that a few weeks back. But the kids are going to be playing. Field conditions look pretty good. Bill will share that with us a little bit later. But the weather, the cold weather, how's that going to affect them?
I don't think it's going to have any effect at all on either team, to be honest with you. I mean, it's not like it's snowing down here, so I don't think that's going to be a big problem. You might see an extra set of gloves. Obviously, kids will be wearing long sleeves under their pads as opposed to short sleeves, but I don't think weather's going to have a whole lot to do with tonight's ball game.
I think that you better watch your language. That word snow scares me terribly. But, yeah, it's going to be pretty good. This is a big game for Fairview, and we're going they're still in the mix. Titusville's not in the mix with the loss last week. Pretty much took us out of the playoff situation. But so this game is really big for Fairview in the context of playoffs.
Well, Fairview is looking at what seed they're going to have going into the playoffs. They have a possibility of a 2 seed or a 3 seed, it looks like, right now. And it's going to be interesting to see how this all plays out. We talked with Coach Baldwin coming into tonight's ball game, and Titusville's relegated now to the role of the spoiler, which can be a fun role to play. It gives you something to look forward to, something to play for, and that's what they're going to try to do, is try to take Fairview tonight, knock them down to at least that 3rd seed.
Fairview comes in with a very fine running back in this Chris Moore. He's rushed for over 1,000 yards unofficially. Young man is strong, quick. I look for him to be running the ball, not on the inside, but probably to the outside, which teams have had success on the Titusville defense this year.
Yeah, they're going to have to really try to stretch him out if they're going to try to go wide on us, and that's probably what they're going to do. He does have good speed, but he does have strength. But the first thing they're going to do, I think, is try to attack outside the tackles, get him loose on the outside, and see his speed take off.
Bit of a homecoming. The Liberty's back in Titusville tonight.
Yes, he is. Nate Liberty is the new head coach at Fairview, and he's the son of Tom Liberty, who used to coach here at Titusville back when John Wiley was head coach here at Titusville.
Oh, before that.
And before that, even he was here. So, yeah, it's a bit of a homecoming for the Liberty family, and it'll be interesting to see whether or not we can spoil that return to Titusville.
I thought it interesting in the when we were setting up here this evening, the bus shows up with Fairview, and the first thing that happens is 5 coaches walking the field. probably the first game, and I don't know this for a fact, but probably the first game that these kids have run on turf. Or excuse me, not
grass.
turf, but in regular grass. So they're out there checking the field. I found that interesting.
Unmowed grass.
Unmowed grass. That grass is about 3 inches, 4 inches high out there. So found that to be quite interesting.
Well, you look at it, and I'm looking over the schedule. In the region, Northeast, I believe, has a grass field.
Yeah, but I don't know where they played.
But I don't know where they
Fairview.
played there or not. And Titusville has a grass field, and I don't know what their non-region schedule had on them. But yeah, you're right. This is probably one of the few games at best on grass. That may have an effect on them. You know, it's running on grass, running on turf is just a little bit different.
All righty, guys. Steve sat down with Coach Baldwin. That interview is coming up in just a moment. Welcome into the Larry's Auto Service Vanderhoof Heating and Air Conditioning pregame show. Our chat with Coach Baldwin is coming up next.
Are you moving at the speed of business? File transfers, multiple locations, video chat. Companies these days are using more data than ever, and it's got to be fast. With gigabit internet from Armstrong Business Solutions, you can keep up with the pack no matter what size your company is. We can provide your business a reliable connection to our advanced fiber optic network with speeds from 100 megs up to 10 gigs per second. Get your business in the fast lane. Armstrong Business Solutions. Your business is our business.
Community Connect Federal Credit Union is a not-for-profit, member-owned financial institution, and becoming a member is pretty easy. Stop in, call, or visit our website at communityconnectfcu.com and click Join to get started. Ask about our money market accounts, low-interest loans on new and used vehicles, or start saving for the holidays with a Christmas Club account. Visit us today to get started. We're Community Connect Federal Credit Union, 1050 East Spring Street, Titusville. The Gordon B. Garrett Funeral Home is dedicated to providing the highest level of service to Titusville and surrounding communities. Our family and staff continues the tradition started by Gordon B. Garrett in 1965, treating our clients with care and respect. Since then, we have grown, now in our third generation and in 2 locations, 303 North Washington Street and 203 East Main Street, Titusville. The Gordon B. Garrett Funeral Home, a history of tradition and commitment to excellence.
Welcome back to our Titusville Rocket pregame show. I'm Steve Bowden. With me is Coach Baldwin again. And tonight's ball game is Fairview. But before we get into the Tigers, I want to backtrack to last week's game, Harbor Creek. And we had a little bit of trouble there last Friday night with Harbor Creek, and a lot of it, I think, centered with a lot of penetration from their front 4 to their front 6, depending upon the number of linebackers they wanted to send.
Yeah, you know, they brought everybody in the middle and stuff. We didn't pick it up. One thing we have to do a better job of is hitting the little pass routes going across the middle, getting some passes behind them linebackers to back them off, and so they're not just coming down on that run all the time.
Well, one of the things we did notice a little bit, it's the first time we've seen it this year, was with Parker Harbor. We noticed a little bit of frustration building there. And that's just basically not having a chance to get himself going before there's somebody there. I think actually we had one time where we were at the mesh point, and you had the quarterback, you had the running back, and you had at least 1, if not 2, defensive linemen. And that's never a good sign.
No, that's not. You know what I mean? And we work hard to try to fix those problems and stuff. Some of it is guys that just, you know, I don't know, they're playing unsure of themselves. Linebackers come and you got them, I got them. The communication's got to be better up front. And to know who we got, who's going where, and who's picking up what.
Well, one of the things that I've talked about with my own boys when they were playing and so forth is, you know, this is a game where you've just got to go. You know, if you take that split second to think,
right,
you're now half a step behind.
Right.
And is that part of the problem up front? Is that we're trying to think it still too much?
Right. Yes. Yeah. And you know, and you know, week 7 it was just go. You know where it's going. The ball's we're a zone run team. It's going outside, inside, take that step, get up, someone's there. We call it fat man first. We take care of the defensive line first, on up to linebackers, and we didn't get anybody up to the linebackers. So that was a big glaring thing.
Well, one of the things, yeah, because you want your guys to react and go and not be thinking. You know, it's almost to where you got to tell them, hey, listen, I don't care if you make the mistake, but please do it at 100%.
Right.
You know, just all out. block, whether you hit the wrong guy, we'll fix that part of it.
Right.
But if you're stepping and thinking, we're already behind. Passing game is still not quite where you want it to be.
Right.
We noticed a little bit last week at Harbor Creek, of course, again, under pressure, but the nervousness a little bit of the freshman quarterback.
Sure, absolutely, and he's going to go through those. He for a freshman, he is poised as much as
as much as you're going to. Yes.
But one thing that we really got to do is finish things, finish drives, finish through quarters, finish halves and stuff like that. I mean, breaking down the first 2 series of offense, we were 5 rushes for 26 yards, which is over 5 yards a carry, and we were 3 of 4 for 68 yards and a touchdown in the air. That's 94 yards of offense in 2 series. That's pretty good. I think after that, they made some adjustments, and Garrett was looking long ball all the time where we had some underneath stuff, and he's got to realize that the underneath routes are just an extension of our run game. That keeps the ball moving and backs them up, which opens up the run game.
The run game, yeah, because if the linebackers are constantly coming up and you start throwing the crossing behind them, the only way the defense can adjust is to tell the backers to stay home.
Yep.
And now instead of trying to block 6 with 5 guys,
right, you
got 4 with 5 guys.
Open up some run lanes.
And ideally, if you can get Parker Harvey again loose into that second tier with a head of steam,
right,
you're going to pick up some good yardage.
Yeah, he's a bull.
Yes,
sure.
he is. He's run very well for us this year. Tonight, you're going into your first game where playoffs are not going to be a contention.
Right.
So it's Fairview tonight. They look like they are going to make the playoffs. How much of the aspect do you play with the kids that, hey, listen, let's see if we can't knock them down a step in the seeding?
Yeah, it definitely was brought up throughout the week, but the concentration was, hey, listen, this is over with. There's no pressure on us anymore.
Right.
And, was there a lot of pressure from an 0-10 team coming? There was chances for us to make the playoffs, so there was some pressure there. So we just focused on, hey, there's no pressure. Let's go out, have fun, play for the seniors, play for the upperclassmen, because this is the last couple games for them. And it'll be good to take that away if we can have any say in it.
It's all you've got, really.
Sure,
I mean, and that's the other thing too. Is now that the playoffs are out, you start looking right now at what you need to do for next year.
Oh, you're always, and I did talk to him guys about this. The seniors are playing for their last couple games. Everybody under that, you're looking to improve. You're looking to see what we can do, see what we have. Always improve yourself for the next play, the next series, the next season.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, when we say that, we're not talking about wholesale substitutions here. We're not talking about seeing some kids that normally are playing JV football at varsity time, but you're challenging all of them really is to listen. This year's coming to an end, but you've got to start thinking more.
Right.
Yet next year too, and these last 3 games for a lot of the underclassmen could determine where you're going to be coming into next year.
Competition makes you better, and if we can put some guys to push other guys at certain spots, then absolutely get them in there, and because once the off season comes, nobody's spot is safe. So if you get that's what I tell them, take advantage of every opportunity you have. In this game, you're always an injury away from going in, and you don't want to be sitting back waiting when it's your turn and be hesitant. When you get a chance to get in there, you want to make it known, because you don't know how many you're going to get.
Right.
So you want to definitely take advantage of every opportunity you have.
What are we looking at tonight? Fairview historically, I think, has been more run-oriented than they have been to throw the ball, and I think they do have a good running back this year.
That his last name is Mora. They run the ball very well. I'm looking for them to absolutely try to set up the run and take control of the game that way. They run a 4-2-5 defense, which it's an even front. We've seen it before. They're not real deep far as number-wise goes. But they're tough. They'll be strong. They'll be ready to go. You know, Nate Liberty's come in, done a great job getting these guys with the numbers he's had, getting them ready to play each weekend and stuff, and you know, it'll be fun.
Their run game now, when we were at Corey, for instance, Corey wanted to try to catch the edges, get outside. That's typically how Corey used to run the ball pretty much. We were able to stop that play, but then all of a sudden they converted and started to go to a power ground game and run straight at us. How's Fairview going to attack on the ground? Are they going to come straight at you, or are they going to try to get off the edge?
They run a zone stretch like we do in mid-zone and stuff like that. Mora's got a lot of speed, so they'll hit the edge and try to get it outside for us.
How are we going to attack now their defense? Now they play a 4-2-5, so they're going to have 5 defensive backs,
right? Which
would lead you to think that the passing is going to be a little bit of a difficult chore for tonight. But you still have to be able to throw the football.
Sure. Crossing patterns. You know, I'm a big crossing guy. You know, you get not really rub routes, but you get people moving. You know, we'll pick up and see if they're in zone or man. You know, and Garrett does a good job of going through his reads. We just got to get he's got to get the ball out of his hands and get it to the guys.
So we're going to basically, though, you're still looking to get Parker Harvey going quick and early, and hopefully often, and just to keep him honest. Garrett's got to do a nice job of reading, finding that open receiver, and making some connections.
Right. Yeah, and not in hitting underneath routes. That's what we focused on, using that as an extension to our run game to help open up the run game. We focused on that. The line worked hard this week. Shoring up some stuff. You know, hopefully they're ready to go. So,
okay, good. Well, we'll be back, and you'll be able to find out whether or not Titusville can take on the role of spoiler and knock Fairview into the loss column. Come on right back. It'll be a good ball game here at Carter Field.
The Intensive Transitional Care Program at Titusville Area Hospital is a patient-centered, high-quality program for hospitalized patients recovering from illness or surgery who may no longer need to be in a traditional hospital setting but are not yet ready to return home. Regain your independence. Choose the Intensive Transitional Care Program at Titusville Area Hospital, where a high level of care, safety, and satisfaction is our top priority. Visit TitusvilleHospital.org for more information. Titusville Area Hospital. More than a hospital.
Interstate Pipe and Supply is proud to announce their celebration of 50 years in business. Holding true to their motto, service means business, they offer a full knowledgeable staff, full fleet of trucks, and large product offering. They are not just a plumbing location, but a one-stop shop assisting homeowners and contractors quickly and efficiently. They have been a primary pipe supplier in Titusville for 40-plus years. Good luck to the Titusville Rockets this year, and thank you for making Interstate Titusville's premier pipe supplier.
Oil Creek Plastics, the industry leader in polyethylene pipe, is proud to be a part of the Titusville community and a proud sponsor of Titusville High School athletics. Located off Route 27 in East Titusville, Oil Creek Plastics has been a vested part of the Titusville community for 28 years. At Oil Creek Plastics, we take pride in supporting our community and are thrilled to bring instant and slow motion replay to the stream's Titusville Rockets sports broadcasts. In Titusville and here to stay, Oil Creek Plastics. Best of luck to the Titusville Rockets.
And welcome back to the Larry's Auto Service. Vanderhoof Heating and Air Conditioning pregame show. Boy, we were complaining about needing some AC up here, but now we need a little bit of heat, guys.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit chilly tonight, but it's. I don't think it called for rain. I'm not really sure. It's a little cloudy, but it is chilly. But we'll see here a little bit. We'll get a weather report up here for you, and then we'll run down to Bill down on the field and see what the conditions are like. We already mentioned that the grass is a bit high. You can see that right there in our video, but it's going to be an evening of cool weather.
Yeah, but high grass equates to home field advantage.
Yeah,
that's one of the advantages to having having natural turf.
That and mud.
You get somebody that's fast and likes to try to run real quick, and you grow the grass up a little bit, tends to slow them down.
Well, we'll find out whether or not that's going to be true. Game forecast, 45 degrees and cloudy tonight. Precipitation 0 to 35%, so you can take your pick right there.
That's a pretty big gap.
They're actually saying rain might be moving in by 9 o'clock, so that's something else
we might
to
be over by that time. Bill, you're down the field. You've had a chance to walk around down there a little bit. What do you see down there field condition-wise?
Can you hear me?
Yep, gotcha. No, we lost you.
Yeah, you're going to have to come a little closer there, Bill. Oh, you're with the cheerleaders.
Hang on, Bill. We're having audio problems here with you. So,
that was probably an award-winning
statement
that he made.
It probably was, yeah.
The best broadcast he's had.
He's smiling. We see him. You look good down there, Bill.
Well, that's because he's standing with the cheerleaders. Now he stopped out of the screen, and the girls don't know what to do.
Maybe have them wave. Is the mic on, Bill? It doesn't even sound like the mic's on. There you go.
There you go.
But, is your mic on?
He's looking, he's shaking his head yes. And this high-tech stuff's getting to us.
It's just the mic, not that stuff. If you can hear us. Yeah, you don't know.
Well, you go ahead and speak, and we'll just read your lips, I guess.
We'll say it for you, Bill.
The grass is green.
Oh,
there you go. There you go.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Okay, the grass is green. How's that?
There you go. Okay.
Wow.
And it's nice and high also. But it's really nice down here tonight, this football weather. And I think all the girls and cheerleaders are ready, right? Yeah, they're ready. Football players ready. Band ready? Band's ready. Everybody's ready to go down here, guys. So it's up to you guys up there.
Bill, it's a little cold outside. It's obviously the coldest game we've taken part in here this season. What's it like actually down on the field? Any wind or anything?
It's a little cold. It's a little breezy down here. But my camera lady, she's doing pretty good. She got thumbs up. It's really comfortable. It really is. It's football weather, believe me.
Yeah, it really
I like
is.
it.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun to watch. But Mike tonight brought to you by Titusville Dairy Products and Farmhouse Barbecue. So we appreciate them bringing us a wireless mic. I see the football teams getting ready to come out up in the bank. They'll be coming down around, and we'll have the introduction of the Titusville players here pretty quick. Keys to the game tonight, Steve, if we were to list them.
Which we don't anymore. Hey, listen, is that something we could bring back maybe next year?
You want to bring? Hey, listen, this is your deal. We just run it. You,
Mr. Producer.
Yeah.
Well, if we were to have keys to the game tonight, I just have one in mind. Stop Mora. This young man, I remember him from last year. Tough running back, 190 pounds, 6 foot. Pretty good outside speed. And can we stop him? I think we can stop the whole ball club.
I think you have to. I think you got to string him out. If they're going to try to go wide on you, got to string him out, which means your corners are going to have to come up and try to force him back to the inside, but you've got to get flow from the backers coming out from the middle to the outside. So to stop him is going to take a team effort. I don't think we're going to be able to just get away with spying on him with somebody. You're going to have to hold your positions up front. You're going to have to keep gap control, and you're going to have outside contain, and then everybody's got to fly to the football. And the other thing that I think is going to help them is you got to hit this kid. If you just let one guy hold on to him and kind of drag him down, when you have a chance to come in there and finish off a tackle, you're going to let this kid run all game. You got to finish tackles off, and that's something we've not seen much from Titusville throughout the course of this year.
Yeah, we've been talking about the last several games, and just for people who are not football-oriented, when we say finish a kid off, what we're talking about is just coming in, putting him to the ground, and doing it rather in a forceful way that would make him not want to run again.
Larry's Auto Service, Vanderhoof Heating and Air Conditioning pregame show. Our coverage will continue right after this.
Whoever said it's only a dog never loved a dog. Our philosophy is simple. We treat every dog as if it were our own, and believe us, we spoil our dogs. When dogs are comfortable, they're happy. The Barking Lot in Titusville is ready to make your dog happy by offering grooming services, daycare, and boarding. Call today to schedule an appointment, or better yet, stop in and discover a stranger, crazier, quirkier group of dog lovers at the Barking Lot in Titusville.
So, State Farm will be here to help protect our home?
Of course.
What about here?
Yep. Nice.
Okay. Here?
Mm-hmm. Who wants tinfoil in the microwave?
Here? Here? Here?
Feels a little awkward.
A little.
Here?
You too.
So cold.
Go with the one that's here to help life go right. State Farm.
It's Joe Taylor Ford's 17th anniversary, and we are celebrating all month long. Get 0% APR for 72 months, plus $1,000 Ford credit bonus cash on a new 2018 Ford Escape, Edge, and Explorer. Or get 0% APR for 60 months, plus $2,800 additional savings off MSRP on a new 2018 Ford F-150 Super Crew XLT with 2.7-liter V6 EcoBoost. Make sure you take advantage of Joe Taylor Ford's top-of-the-line lifetime warranty on all new cars.
See Joe Taylor.
Thank you for 17 great years.
Our coverage of Titusville Rocket football will continue right after this kickoff, just moments away. This is the Larry's Auto Service Vanderhoof Heating and Air Conditioning pregame show. Nothing says community more than local sports. Cheering on our favorite teams while our young athletes learn about hard work, teamwork, and building character. At Homerwood, community begins with our employees. Those same traits we look for in our athletes are the same characteristics we look for in our employees. And it shows in the quality of our products that we're proud to stand behind and on. From our employees and their families, we say thank you for making us part of your community. Go Rockets!
Hospital partners, Meadville Medical Center and Titusville Area Hospital together provide a continuum of high-quality care across Crawford County. Both create the ultimate patient experience. Every patient, every time. Meadville Medical Center and Titusville Area Hospital are more than a hospital. We are a hospital partner, a community partner, a family partner, and a health partner.
Fall and football go hand in hand, just like yards and the products made by Steel. At Titusville True Value, we offer a full selection of Steel chainsaws, pole saws, leaf blowers, weed eaters, and hedge trimmers to prepare your yard for fun this fall. So get the full lineup of Steel's equipment so the chores are out of the way so you can go out to play. Steel, available now at your Titusville True Value. Behind every good project is your Titusville True Value. Anderson Physical Therapy is committed to your long-term health and well-being. With certified licensed therapists, Anderson's can provide therapy for all your rehabilitation needs. With offices located at 202 Union Street in Titusville and 118 Main Street, Tiddy Ute, Anderson looks forward to opening their new location in Cambridge Springs, making it convenient for you to get back to doing the things you enjoy. So stay on top of your game with Anderson Physical Therapy, with convenient locations in Northwest Pennsylvania and online 24/7 at andersonphysicaltherapy.net.
Welcome to Titusville Area School District's presentation of Titusville Rocket Sports on the Stream.
Fairview, you called it. I believe you called it tails.
Number 11.
Yeah, and it ended up a heads. Okay, so you lost, and you elected to defer. Okay, so you guys will be receiving. Okay, this way. So if you guys want to come around here,
there you got it, guys. We won the toss. We defer.
So we'll see right off the get-go whether or not Titusville can contain the offense of, of Fairview. Of course, again, led by a senior, Chris Mora, has over 1,000 yards rushing so far this season, and led the quarterback by Mason Bender.
You got a wall of Rockets out there, Bill.
Yeah, that was something else. I enjoyed that a lot.
Something new tonight, yeah.
It's always something different with Coach.
Yeah, it is. Is that a new tradition?
Oh, jeez.
Oh, here we go again.
Here's a chance to get a fresh start here. Hey, we want to thank our pregame sponsors as we wrap up the Larry's Auto Service, Vanderhoof Heating and Air Conditioning pregame show.
So Titusville going to receive, and it'll be Zachary Brown doing the kicking for the Fairview Tigers. He's a 5'11" senior. And I'm checked out. I'm sorry. It's going to go the other way. We're going to kick off to them. So I don't have to make another mistake. I've already made my first one. Chris Moore will be standing back at about the 5, along with, what do you have, number 3 there, Steve?
3 or 1? I can't tell for sure.
It's a 1.
A 1? That'd be Ryan Bennett.
And Wright will be kicking off for Titusville. So we'll get underway here and see what's going to happen.
Make that a 2.
Big game here for Fairview. See if Titusville can get something going here. Coming off the loss to Harbor Creek. Kick's going to go down. Going to be taken by Bennett. He's at the 15. Out across the 20, the 25. Across the 30, and he's going to be hit and stopped right at the 30. Good job out there by the Titusville coverage team.
Yeah, so that's a nice job. Titusville staying in their lanes, doing a nice job maintaining their gap control on the kickoff coverage, which has been a little bit of a trouble for Titusville in the past.
So it'll be first down and 10 for the Tigers. We'll see what they come out here. They'll send probably a wide out each way, and they do. They have Jackson coming wide to the left, and it looks like maybe work over on the far side. Out of shotgun Bender, Wildcat, it goes to Mora. Mora out to the outside, it's across the 40, 45, and knocked out of bounds about the 47.
Ball is carried by number 23, Chris Moore, around the right side for a...
Right off the bat, you're going to see Fairview now. They're going to run their Wildcat right off the bat with Mora. This is their big running back, and they're going to take it right to the outside, and he's going to pick up a first down.
First down and 10. The ball is out at the 45. Yeah, that's something we had kind of expected to happen here. We talked about in our pregame, Steve. They'll see if they can get to the outside. And they go once again to Wildcat. Try to get to the right side, but going to be hit and drop. That's a good job defensively for Titusville.
Well, it looked like they had a little bit of trouble in the backfield a little bit. I'm not too sure. That was, I didn't see it. The number, was that more at the quarterback position?
Yeah, he was running on a shot.
Because they just looked like a little bit out of sync there, and we got penetration there from Titusville. A bit able to get the stop is Jade Bush.
Second down at about 11. Once again out of shotgun. Given off to the first man across, and that would be Eli Larson. He'll pick up about 5.
Landon Palma does a nice job. Now, we talked about this to contain this a little bit. Your corners are going to have to come up and make plays, and Palma's going to be at the right corner for the defense, and he holds his ground. You see him stepping right up there, step down, close it down, make the tackle. Titusville does a nice job flowing from the inside out to help him bring him down.
Well, get a first third down and long, 3rd and 7 now for Fairview. They're going to send Jackson wide to the left. Goes wide right. They got a man in the slot right also. Mora straight up the middle. He said it's to 50, and he's not going to get much, maybe a yard. That's a good job by the defense.
I don't know who was it. He had stood up quickly by a lineman. I just couldn't quite set the number 54. Joseph Jacobson. That's a nice play for him. And then Nosco comes in and does what we talked about earlier, helping to bring him down, making the tackle. You'll see right there, 61 makes the initial contact for Titusville. That's Jade Bush again. So it's a good job for Titusville in this first series for Fairview.
Peffler goes back to punt for the Tigers. Palmer standing back at about our 15. Little high snap, but he'll get the kick away. Decent kick. Palmer's going to take it at about the 20. Fumbles it, picks it back up. He's across the 25, breaks to the outside. Still on his feet, and now he's going to be hit by the kicker and brought down at about the 32. Got kind of picked up and thrown down there a little bit.
Well, he did, but did you hear the whistle come in there a little quick?
Real quick.
Palmer's still on his feet when the whistle blows. Again, just a little bit of trouble catching the punt.
Well, good defensive effort, but Titusville, they got a 3 and out, and now Titusville offensively will take over. It's at their own 34. We're sitting 2 to the right, 1 to the left. It'll be Stover and Corcoran on the right side, Palmer wide to the left. Of course, Parker Harvey in the backfield. And 50 jumps.
Yeah, that's Eric Schultz. He's a junior, 6'1" junior, into the neutral zone. That's going to give Titusville an easy 5 yards.
I'm not sure this would be the start that the Fairview coach would really like. I don't think Mr. Liberty's going to be real happy with this start. That'll be first down and 5 for Titusville. To Harvey. Tries to go outside, cuts it upfield. Nice cutback. The outside of the 40 to about the 43, picks up about 4 or 5.
And that's the what you're looking for in that zone run blocking. Everything's going to go to the left, and the running back gets to pick his lane to run in. He does a nice job of making his cut.
Titusville will come out with doubles to the right, single to the left. Second and short for Titusville. To Harvey, cuts it upfield, now breaks it back to the outside. We have a flag down, and that's too bad because Harvey's inside the 45, knocked out of bounds. But that's always where the hold is.
And that's what the preliminary signal is for a hold. But it is the nice thing about this, though, is the Titusville showing themselves more than anybody else. They're proving to themselves they can run the ball on this Fairview defense. We do a nice job here. And again, this is zone blocking. He makes a nice cut here. There's a stiff arm. He's going to take it right up inside. I didn't see the hold in the inside.
I didn't see the hold. There's a nice block there by 23. For Titusville.
We'll try to pick that up here, but again, Titusville doing a nice job getting their ground game going.
Whoa. Oh, holds. That's right. I'm saying that's 5-yard penalty. He went too far. So it brings up second down 11. That's too bad because that was a good second down play. Trips to the right, single to the left.
There it is again.
And that's going to be second and 6.
The defensive tackle and the defensive end on this 4-man front on the left side, again, getting themselves in the neutral zone.
So Titusville now with a second down 7. Knapp looking to throw. Out to the right side. Ooh, overthrows. He's trying to get Corcoran out at about the 46.
He had Corcoran open, too. And again, now this is a freshman quarterback here. Right now, the first thing you'd want to tell him is settle down. You've got time here. And he just kind of rushes that. He steps to the outside. And I don't know whether he expected Corcoran to curl to the outside, and Corcoran went inside. But they got to just relax and make that connection. That's a first down throw if we complete it.
Titusville now with a 3rd and long. Out at their own 38. Palmas to the right. Trips to the left for Titusville. And there's
offsides there again, yeah.
So it's going to be 3rd down and shorter.
Do you notice the official on the Titusville sideline has called the first 2. This one was probably the most obvious because he makes contact with the center. It was the far official that had to throw the flag. So the official down here to our side, he might need some ice at halftime.
It was just teamwork.
Is that what it's called?
That's what it's called.
Okay.
3rd and real short.
Looking across the way to see who's going to throw the flag.
We need a nice straight ahead off tackle, 1-yard gain here. Keep this drive going. And we come to the outside. We're going to get it. It's a 50, 45, 40, 35, 30. Breaks the tackle. Parker Harvey headed for the end zone. He's going to get there. No, Andre. Good job, Harvey.
That's a nice job. I think Fairview was expecting the same thing. They were expecting them to go to the right side, but stay inside the tackle because the linebacker will step up before the snap. Parker is going to take this to the outside. There you can see the linebacker, and he gets picked up. And Bush, I think it is, 62, does a nice job of sealing the end. They're number 2 for Fairview.
Tyler Work.
Yeah, Tyler Work, not anywhere near big enough. He's a 5'7", 135-pound corner trying to bring down 215-pound running back.
So Titusville gets the first touchdown of the evening. Attempt the extra point. Snap, placement, kick, and the kick looks good to me.
Yeah, it's good.
8:04 left in the first quarter. Titusville 7, Fairview nothing.
That's a big drive for Titusville. They even had to overcome the 1 holding penalty, which sometimes will stifle a high school offense, particularly if you're struggling the way Titusville has been.
Well, and what hurt Fairview? Offside penalties. So
4 offside penalties, which Coach Liberty right now is laying into some of his linemen. Your job in defensive lineman, as far as that goes, you get down into your 3 or 4 point stance, and that head turns to the center, and all eyes are on the ball. There's no reason for you to be jumping.
I think one of the things I liked best about that whole series was the first part of the game, 3 and out.
Right, 3 and out for the defense.
Getting that ball back.
Get it back.
Yeah, and then we get to score. So right now they're having trouble containing Harvey to the right side. So
and
hope that continues.
Yeah, if that continues, I think Titusville has an opportunity here to perform well. They're off to a great start. They just have to maintain their composure throughout the ball game and continue what they're doing.
Hey, Bill, you can see the backs down there. One's more. Who's the other number? 3.
That's number 2.
Okay, Tyler Work. Chris Moore and Tyler Work standing back as we get this kick underway. And it's going to go to Work. He's going to take it at the 5, out across the 10, 15, 20, up the middle, 30, 35, 40, 45, midfield, and he's brought down. Boy, had a big hole up the middle.
That time there, Titusville not staying in their lanes and allows an opening up the middle there. Again, I'm not too sure whether we're really all that aggressive coming down here. We just seem to be a little bit slow in getting down to coverage. It allows Fairview to set up. And we're just not firing to the ball, attacking to the ball. We had a couple guys on the outside, weren't being blocked and didn't attack the ball carrier.
Doubles to the left, single to the right now for Fairview, down 7-0. Bender's going to keep it up across the 50, and we have a flag down.
That's Burge, Travis Burge.
Got a hold.
That is Travis Burge.
Running back. It's interesting here so far. I don't think we've had a snap with Mason Bender, who's typically their starting quarterback.
So that's going to bring the ball back to the Fairview side of the field. They step off the 10 yards. Fairview right now is hurting themselves.
Yeah,
all these penalties.
They're running about 50% penalty rate right now.
First down and 20 for Tigers.
Now Fairview is going to put a man in motion. They have 3 in the backfield, unusual set. Here's Moore coming to the left side. Breaks the tackle across the 50. Look out, he's free. 40, 35. I don't think we're going to catch him. 10, 5, touchdown, Chris Moore.
We have our shot at him real early here, and I thought we had him. Landon Palma at the corner position on the right side. He steps in here and gets a chance to bring him down. There you're going to see he's here. Nobody's got a hand on him, and he just makes to be honest with you, a very weak effort at tackling. And that allows Moore to break it. And if this kid gets loose, like we said, he gets loose, he's not going to be caught.
So, 7-6, very quickly, close to being a tied game. We'll see what they can do with the extra point attempt. Now we have a flag, and I
think he's counting men. And he's going to pick it up, wave it off.
Yep, he just picked it up. So, extra point attempt. This will be Zachary Brown. Snap, fumble on the snap, and the point is no good. So with 7:33 to go, that could be big. 7-6, Titusville stays on top.
Remember, Fairview lost the ball game this year 3-0 to Harbor Creek. So kicking games can play a crucial role. We lost the ball game 8-6 at Corey because our kicker who plays soccer had a soccer game that day, and that hurt us.
And that was that game that should have been played on a Friday anyhow.
Should have been played a Friday night and got moved to Saturday because of weather. So kicking games are important at all levels, and Fairview apparently has had some trouble with theirs. But again, Titusville defensively, they're in position to make plays, to make the stop. We had a guy there. Our corner was there. Lyndon Palma just, you can't try to tackle this kid at the shoulders. You've got to get him down lower.
What are you liking so far about this Rocket team, Steve?
Well, up until that until that last play, they seem to be playing with some enthusiasm and some excitement. Defensively, we're okay. We just got to make the play when it's there to be made. Offensively, we got to come back now, put together a good drive, just like we did the first time, and get some points back.
Brown will tee it up at the 40 for the Fairview Tigers, down 7-6. See if the Rockets can come back now, put some more points on here in this drive. We have Corcoran and Palma. It's going to go to Corcoran about the 10. Out across the 15, the 20, straight up the middle. Going to be hit high and brought down at about the 30. So pretty good return, and Riley Corcoran.
What's the atmosphere like down on the sideline, Bill?
It was a little upbeat there for a little while, but it's still about the same. Titusville is, they're still upbeat here.
Wireless Mike tonight brought to you by Titusville Dairy Products Company and by Farmhouse Barbecue. Good place to go for lunch tomorrow on
it's going to be
Saturday.
It's going to be a situation where we're not going to stop this more. We're not going to keep him out of the end zone. It's a matter, can we keep him out often enough that we can score them, But he's a tough running back, so we're going to give up some points here. Titusville will send trips left, or trips to the right, excuse me. Keep the end in tight. Knapp to Harvey. Harvey straight up the middle this time, picks up about 3. Picked up by Larson. Eli Larson's their leading tackler. In fact, I think he's the leading tackler, according to Max Preps, in the region. But we pick up 3 or 4 there.
Yeah, that's a good play. Titus will getting, their offensive line is getting off the ball. You can see they're opening some holes for Parker Harvey to run through. And, you know, these guys that are hitting them hard now, you're going to find it's going to wear on them as the game goes on. So just keep pounding away at this defense.
2 to the right, 1 to the left for Titusville once again. Parker Harvey in the backfield. To Harvey, comes to the right side, see if he can get to the outside. He's across the 40, 45, and a nice hit.
Attaboy.
At the 50-yard line, runs right over Mr. Number 7.
Number 7 for it is Micah Gloose. And you can see the back of his jersey is dirty now, as Parker Harvey doesn't like. This is what we've talked about with him, the difference between last year and this year. You can see he's shows his speed to get to the outside. Now watch him just drop the shoulders. And that's what you want him to do. You want him to finish runs that way. And that'll remind him, this Gloose from Fairview, these hits take their toll, and these kids remember it, and they're not quite so anxious to stick their heads in there.
Titusville sends Stover wide left, Corkland in slot, and Aloke also on the left side. Palma on the right side. To Harvey off the left side. To get to the outside once again, get a block. Oh, he almost lost the ball. He did lose the ball. And I think Fairview might have it. It just jumped right out of his arms. And let's see. It is Fairview recovering. Boy, that hurts.
Yeah, that hurts. And I think it just gets away from him here. You know, he just loses his touch on the ball. He he gets it away from his body a little bit, and it just slips out. And nobody hits him, and he has room. So Titusville's got to get a stop here. But offensively, I'm not sure right now that Fairview knows what to do to stop him.
I don't think they can. If we don't shoot ourselves in the foot like this, we might be in pretty good shape. Gloose will come wide to the left, and it'll be work wide to the right. Now under center.
Oh, they moved early.
Yeah, he did.
Terribly early.
Comes to
come out,
Mora. Mora's going to get to the outside again, the 45, 40, and brought down at about the 37.
Corkland.
Good job by Corkland.
Yeah, Corkland coming across and making the tackle 15 yards downfield. This is the first time we've seen their quarterback under center here. So the quarterback finally shows up on the field for Fairview.
First down and 10. I'll be at the Titusville 35. And we'll see what Fairview does here. Yeah, I thought we were going to stop him right about the line of scrimmage. I thought we had a pretty good opportunity there, but looks like we're going to go back to shotgun once again. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Quarterback's on there. It goes off to Moore, straight up the middle, and is that
Rip
Larson?
The ball away.
Picks up about 5.
That's Burry. You're going to see a whole lot of Chris Moore this game. I don't think they're going to hand the ball too often to somebody else, same as Titusville's going to do with Parker Harvey. This time they try to go inside, and Titusville's defense does a nice job to hold them to a 2-yard, maybe a 3-yard gain.
Ball's at the Titusville 32, second down 7. This drive coming by virtue of a fumble by Titusville. Work goes wide right.
Again, no Bender at quarterback, though.
Well, I can't read the numbers very well, so.
Number 8.
This is Burge, Travis Burge.
Yeah.
Who's playing the quarterback position. He's not listed as a quarterback. He's listed as a running back and a defensive back.
Well, Bender was out warming up, but I'm not sure what was transpiring there. On the snap to Burge, goes to Moore. Moore come to the right side. Oh, they had a nice cut on him, and he made a nice run. A couple spin moves. He picks up about 5 or 6. Thought we had him stopped right about the line of scrimmage that time.
Yeah, and Corkland with a tackle. Again, he's going to bring up a 3rd down, maybe a yard. And he gets weird. You know, we're just that half step away from him getting this play stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Down to the 26. Yeah, Moore showing some pretty good speed and some pretty good agility there with a couple spin moves. Moore now gives it off. Oh, nice hit.
There it is.
Moore gave the ball off to the running back that time, and that was Larson, and he's met in the backfield, brings up a 4th and about 5 or so. Good big play.
Again, Riley Corcoran shooting the gap from the linebacker position. He gets through clean on the read. Titusville now decided that maybe we need to send some linebackers to some extra people to try to mess up the blocking schemes.
Big 4th down play coming up for Titusville and for Fairview. See if we can get a stop here. Fairview with both ends in tight as usual. Goes to the quarterback. Hurts wants to throw it. He's got the ball down. He could get down and they get him out of bounds. Yes, we did. No gain. We take over.
Corcoran again. That's about 3 or 4 tackles for Riley Corcoran on this drive alone. Defensive secondary does a nice job. This is their quarterback. Apparently their quarterback. And I thought maybe we had a hold there, but they didn't call it. But there's a block in the back that should have been called. And then Corcoran comes in, cleans them up there at the end, forcing them out of bounds there at our Oil Creek Plastics instant replay. So Titusville now opportunity to get their offense going again.
First down and 10, Titusville at the 29. Their own 29, but good foreign out that time for Fairview. Titusville, a good defensive effort. Palmer to the right. Stover and Corcoran on the left. Parker Harvey up the middle. Drives ahead, nice run. Picks up about 5. That's a good drive, good line surge too.
Well, you launched this one here, and this is what we've talked about with our offensive line. We haven't seen a whole lot of in recent ball games, but here we're getting off the ball really well, and we're just pushing people back. You can see that's the center and both guards, and they're driving the defensive linemen 3-4 yards deep into their linebackers, which negates the ability for the linebackers to help out on tackles.
Second down 4. The ball's out at the Titusville 35. Doubles right for Titusville, signal to the left. Harvey up the right side. Larson hits him, but close to the first down. Be just maybe length of a football short. Bring up a 3rd and short.
But again, Titusville going straight ahead, coming right at Fairview, and Fairview having a little bit of trouble.
Stover comes in with the play running in and out. I'm glad for Oil Creek we had those instant replays. They're fun to watch. Palmer's going to come wide left, and Stover and Corcoran will go to the left side. Stover wide, Corcoran slot. Tight ends on the right side for Titusville. Parker's going to go to the left side. Got the first down, yes. Out to the 40, and be enough for the first down.
Again, Titusville not showing any signs of wanting to put the ball in the air that much. I think we've attempted one pass, but you know that old axiom is true. You know, if they can't stop you, don't change anything.
2:33 to go in the first quarter.
Confused you guys yesterday or last week with Harbor Creek.
Yeah, we talked about that last week with Harbor Creek. Why would you throw the ball when your ground game's going so well? Here for Titusville, just keep pounding it at them.
3 to the left, 3 to the right for Titusville. Signal to the left. Harvey to the right side, breaks to the outside, gonna get there, just barely. Dumps the shoulder and picks up about 2 or 3. That's a long run for 2 or 3 yards.
Yeah, it is a long run, and what made it long was number 52. That's Carmen Buffalo. He comes in from the linebacker position. You'll see a little bit of an opening as we try to get this run outside. We didn't quite catch the end as much as we did, and here he comes in. And that's going to make Parker go a little bit wider than I think he really wanted to, but still manages to pick up about 3 yards.
Second down 7, the ball's out, the Rocket 33, 1:38 to go here in the first quarter. Titusville now will send 3 to the left side and signal to the right. Harvey straight up the middle. He's going to get stopped real quick by the big guy. Maybe a yard.
Yeah, I think our one guard or tackle, Steve Partridge, I think, who's normally pretty good at this. I think he kind of slipped a little bit. Didn't quite get his man. That allowed him to, the defensive tackle for Fairview, to get to Parker Harvey before he could get going.
That's a big man too, Mick Schauer, 6'3", 270. So it's a lot of young man to move. Doubles right, single. Doubles left, single right. Knapp wants to throw. He's got a man deep. Oh, he missed him. He's going to throw the swing out to Harvey. And nice job,
nice
Harvey.
Stretch.
See if they're going to give it to him. They are,
They
too.
are.
Boy, we have a man deep on that.
Yeah.
Oh, not.
Yeah, they gave it to him. First down. Here we can see we've got a guy coming from the left side down the field that breaks open. I think it was Riley Corcoran, but he throws to Harvey. Watch the reach here. That's excellent effort. That's what you want to see from your kids. Coming down here, like we said, Titusville out of the playoffs, but you want this kind of attitude coming into these last few ball games.
Well, we wanted it after the Cochranton game.
We did, and it just kind of disappeared. And it's nice to see it back.
I'll tell you, we're going to come back to that one of these times because Corcoran was all by himself headed down the field. I think it was Corcoran, but he was wide open. Penalty flag, delay
of game. Delay of game.
15 seconds left to go here in the first half. 5-yard penalty.
Down 15, ball spot, 45-yard line.
So that brings up a first down 15. Yeah,
I think that looked like they were setting up for that jet sweep. They were bringing the guy in motion to our side.
Stover is coming wide to the right. Where's Stover? Got a man in the slot. Harvey's going to come to the right also. Got a good block. Unfortunately, the big guy runs him down.
That's Nicholson spelling Harvey for a minute. We're going to come back to it just a little bit, about 4 yards on the gain, and we're going to have a 2nd and 10 to start the second quarter.
And then 7-6 Titusville on top. Second quarter coming right up.
Hospital partners, Meadville Medical Center and Titusville Area Hospital together provide a continuum of high-quality care across Crawford County. Both create the ultimate patient experience. Every patient, every time. Meadville Medical Center and Titusville Area Hospital are more than a hospital. We are a hospital partner, a community partner, a family partner, and a health partner.
So State Farm will be here to help protect our home.
Of course.
What about here?
Yep. Nice.
Okay. Here?
Who wants tinfoil in the microwave?
Here? Here? Here?
Feels a little awkward.
A little.
Here?
You too.
So cold.
Go with the one that's here to help life go right. State Farm.
And second quarter action.
Anderson Physical Therapy is committed to your
long pass. He's there. Palmer. And there's
the flag. Yeah, that's going to bring it. Palmer was open, had at least 3 steps on him, and I don't think Knapp could throw it quite that far.
Wow, he almost got it there.
But it,
in fact, that might be the best ball we saw Knapp throw this year, depth-wise.
Deep as far as it goes. Yeah, it's
but deep in depth. They're pretty close.
They're pretty close. I wasn't too sure exactly what you were getting to. I thought maybe you were getting into your existentialism and
Hey, by the way, Abbott and Costello will be performing tomorrow night at the Comedy Club.
We'll do who's on first. Okay, we got a little bit of a problem, and then we moved the chains a little quickly there. And now we'll move the chains again, but
I think we'll be, at the 35, 1st and 10 for Titusville at the 35, I think is where they're going to finally spot the ball.
Yeah.
As always, a rock first down and 10, ball spotted.
Somebody was paying attention. Well, we'll give that to them. First down, 10, Titusville. Doubles left now for Titusville. Knapp to Harvey to the outside. Got a hold. Flag. Yeah. Going to come back.
Parker Harvey takes ball around the right side. There are flags on the play. Number 11, Dominic Auditory on the tackle.
Yeah, those things really kill you. These penalties, Fairview can already attest to that, but that was going to hurt Titusville.
Yeah, it's going to be hold. It's on the just as he tried to clear the right side. I think we had a tight end. I think it was Boaz LaRocque. I think it was playing tight end there. Grabbed a hold of a jersey, got caught.
Hey, Steve, how much does Nate Liberty want this win? He was coaching Cochranton when we won in the last seconds 2 years ago.
Yeah, he's probably a little anxious to get some revenge on Titusville for that game.
Now it's first down a lot for Titusville. Knapp wants to throw, looking over the middle. He's got Corcoran in and out with his hands. Good defensive effort out there. Well covered by Tyler Work of Fairview.
Yeah, this is just a semi-crossing pattern. It's actually going to come in and break towards the goal post, not across. He's got to step on him, and Work able to get there and put his hand in the way.
Good throw.
Yeah, the ball's right there. Maybe a little late throwing it, but the ball's right on target, and that's what you want to see.
I wonder if we have this handoff to LaRoque and swing the quarterback the other way, that special Philly play thing.
Bill, do we?
I don't know. We're going to see.
Hey, if they run that tonight, I'm the champ of the year.
They didn't give you a wristband?
Yeah.
Knapp's going to roll to his left. Oh, nice block, Harvey. Ball's thrown high. Good thing Palmer got his hand on that.
Yes, he did, because that was
Chris Moore.
Chris Moore coming in there. If Palmer doesn't get a hand on this, it's right in his arms, and he'd be gone.
Brings up 3rd and long. Long being 23 yards.
Yeah, this is a hard thing to do, to roll your right-handed quarterback to the left side. You can see he starts to fall away. He's got to square himself up more. And you're right, we got 2 receivers in the same general area, so I'm not too sure if somebody didn't cross up a pattern on us. Very seldom do you see offenses want 2 receivers in the same area, because it brings in more defenders.
Palmer's going to fire to the right. LaRoque, Corcoran, and Stover comes to the left side. Knapp's going to throw out of the backfield. Nice catch, Harvey. He slips and falls down at the 45. Bring up a 4th and long.
What's the grass like down there, Bill?
I felt a little bit of rain a little while ago, guys, just a sprinkle or two. Nothing to be concerned about, but it's not wet.
Wireless Mike tonight brought to you by Titusville Dairy Products Company and by Farmhouse Barbecue. Thanks to all our sponsors this season. We will be here one more week after this, next week, for senior night, guys. Gerard comes to town.
Senior night in Gerard, yes.
Looks like Titusville going to work on flipping the field. They're going to have this Parker Harvey kick this away in 4th and long. Get a good snap, and maybe we can offside. So it'll be 4th and a little shorter, but not enough to make a difference. We'll still have to kick it away.
But it's, for Fairview, you've got to be wondering what's going on here, fellas.
Yeah, you do.
You got to be at least concerned about what's happening up front.
Now, I wonder, Steve, if they'll kick away from Chris Moore standing back there. You don't want him to touch it.
No, I'd kick the thing.
Kick it off to the
near
left side.
Yeah, kick it to the near side.
Good snap. High kick. That sounded like it was almost blocked.
Almost blocked.
And Moore's not going to get a chance. The ball's rolling inside the 20, about the 19 or so. So not a bad punt, really. 1st down, 10 Fairview.
It sounded like one of those balls that were deflated. Let's go to Adam, who's our resident Patriots guy on deflated balls. Adam?
Nobody knows more about that than the Patriots. Huh?
Adam's just laughing, saying, yeah, go ahead and yuck it up, fellas, but we got 5 Super Bowls.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I'm afraid he might get another one, too, the way this season's
Let's see how this game goes this week with Kansas City.
With Kansas City.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Doubles to the right now for Fairview on the snap. Moore keeps it, and he's going to be hit. And somebody's hauling fumble down there. I didn't see it.
I didn't either.
Pick up about 6. Nicholson's played a heck of a season for us.
Yeah, he's done a really nice job at that linebacker position. He's very active, and he flows very well. Hopefully, with and he's a junior, so hopefully next year, with some more weightlifting, he gets up to about 185, 190 pounds.
Dream along with me. 50-pound gain? I don't think that's. And he listed about 130?
No, he's listed about 150, I think.
Oh, well, I can get 30. Moore to the outside. Oh, he's got room. Across to 45, 50, and he's gone.
I'm going to show you the mistake on this one, and I hate this, and this is coming right out of the NFL. We're going to run this back here, and I'm going to show you. This just irritates me to no end. He's going to get the corner, and that's bad enough for us, but Titusville's got a shot at him here. And they got to understand, watch here, watch Nosko, number 10. You're going to see him. He's got angle. He's there. Now watch what he does.
Up high.
Up high.
He did have some problem with Palma there. But
run through him, get him out of bounds if nothing else. And that's
angles are big.
Angles are big, and you can't arm tackle this kid. You got to get shoulders into him.
Yeah, he's the real deal. You don't run 1,000 yards in 7 games and not be the real deal.
No, right. He breaks them. He gets loose. He's got speed. He's got some power. Again, Titusville, though, the tackling just isn't quite where I think it should be.
Now they'll go for 2, having missed the first extra point. More out of Wildcat, shotgun, whatever, coming off the right side, picks up the middle, and I don't think he's going to get there. No call yet. No signal.
I haven't seen anybody race.
Yeah, the guy on this side's calling it. Said he got it in. So 2-point conversion good. 14-7 Fairview.
I'm not real sure that he got in on that. I know we don't have the best of angles. Bill, you were closer. What did you think?
Yeah, I think he just made it in.
Bill, I said he didn't make it in. Now let's try this again. Bill, what did you think?
I didn't think he made it in.
Attaboy, Bill.
Bill, if you want a job next year, I suggest you listen to these guys.
Yeah, like we have a lot of pull up here, Bill.
I've been listening to you guys all year.
That's why you say what you think, huh?
When does the show start?
If our camera lady was on the ball, she'd have had that off.
Yeah, she's got to get down down that goal line.
Should have run right down that goal line.
Showed it right down, just straight down the goal line.
That's more me. I'm producing. I could have probably cut that camera.
Oh. Yeah, and who's running that camera? I know why you said that, Mr. Ruot.
I probably have to get a room at the Comfort Inn or something tonight.
I just want you to know.
Steve has a couch. We talked about that pre-game.
Yeah, I just want you to know, Amy, I think you're doing a heck of a job.
Me too, Aim.
Poor Adam.
Luke, you can come home. I got a couch for you. It's outside, but it's called a couch.
It's called an out couch.
Short kickoff. It's going to be taken by Palmer at the 20. 25, 30, 30, 30 more, 30. Oh, nice run. 32, 36-yard line. Stover.
Is that Stover?
Yeah,
that's Stover. Does a nice job here.
That's a nice run.
Those up men, sometimes they're not necessarily ready to see the ball. He does a nice job of catching it. He's going to bring it down, and he knows right where to run with it.
Well, watch the effort here. He gets hit at the 30.
Yeah, he's going to take a shot and not go down. He's done this a lot, and I see he's right into the middle where it's supposed to go. There's the shot. And again, Fairview does not wrap up well. Allows him to pick up another 5 yards.
3 to the right for Titusville. Ends will stay in tight end on the left side. That'll be LaRoque. Out of shotgun. Knapp to Parker Harvey. Back to the 42, pick up about 5.
You can see where Fairview now, their defense is a little bit on their heels. They're not attacking upfield hardly at all. And they're trying to give themselves space with Parker, making Parker try to cut it back up in the middle. That's what you're going to see here. You see the linebackers are not stepping up. You see the defensive end just kind of making them go wide a little bit more. Parker cuts it up inside, which he should do, takes the 5 yards.
They got a couple of big men up front. Showers 270. They got Peffer at 230 up front. 3 to the right now, or left for Titusville. Harvey right straight ahead, and he's after about the 45.
See, this is what we've seen here with Fairview is their linebackers, and we talked about it. The offensive line is getting a real good push right now for Titusville, driving the defensive linemen into the linebackers, and the linebackers can't flow. So they've spaced their linebackers back a little bit, and that allows you, with that push, you're going to get at least 3 yards on that. I'd keep pounding straight away at them.
Starting to rain a little bit, guys.
Got an umbrella up here for you, Bill.
Nah, no thanks. I'm roughing it.
Well, you can at least hold it over the camera lady.
Nope, she's roughing it too.
Harvey coming to the left side. Got to get up. Oh, got a man coming up too quick. We're going to lose about 3. Straight ahead.
Yeah, so this is why
fourth down.
They're playing back a little bit. That allows those linebackers to flow to the outside. I contend. I go right. I'd play this one out. I'd go for it on this down. I'd go straight at them. Our offensive linemen are not having any trouble up front.
Timeout, Titusville. They're going to talk it over.
They're going to talk it over. But again, for me.
Well, it's short. It's 4th, and they say 2 on the board. Yeah, it might be 2.
Yeah, 1.5 yards, 1 3/4 yards.
I don't know. It looks to me like 1 7/8 yards.
It could be a meter.
Canada's playing who today?
Cathedral Prep High School out of Erie, Pennsylvania is on the hook tonight. And if anybody from Cathedral
Prep. This is a fun segment this year.
Yes, it is a fun segment. We'll have to watch. We'll make this up now. We'll get a watch
graphics for this next year.
Canada's what, 2-0?
2-0 against the United States. And so I believe, who were the two high schools? Erie High School was the first one we noticed. They got beat. And then Du Bois. So both of those high schools, this is enjoy their football season because this is their last one. After getting beat by Canada, they'll have to dissolve their football programs. Cathedral Prep is on the hook tonight. And they're playing somebody out of Toronto.
What's that, Bill?
Do they play with 12 guys or 11?
They play with 11, but you're allowed to move 5.
Yeah. No wonder they're winning.
4th down and short for Titusville. To Harvey, get to the outside. He's got it. Across the 50, 45, knocked out of bounds at about the 42.
That could have been a face mask.
Oh, that's a horse collar.
I'd like to see that tackle again. That's number 11, Dominic Auditory on the tackle. But
well, you can thanks to Oil Creek Plastics.
Well, for Oil Creek, here we're going to see up there, nothing there. He kicks it to the outside. This is a good cut. Now we're going to see them come off. There is the face mask.
That is a collar.
He wasn't inside, so I don't think he's going to get that. But I'm wondering whether or not he had face mask with his other hand that was hidden.
I'm telling you, horse collar.
Here we go.
1st down and 10. Titus, a good run anyway. Corcoran slips and falls. Corcoran gets the ball and cuts it up, and he's got a nice run.
Push.
I tell you, that was a good effort by Corcoran.
That play was almost doomed from the get-go.
Yeah, it was, and Corcoran saved us from losing yardage on that. That's one of the best no-gain runs we've had this year.
Yeah, it really is. He's going in motion. His foot slips, and he goes down, gets himself right back up. And that, of course, timing on these type of plays is very key. You want to get the snap and hand it off, bang, bang. And, of course, that's going to throw everything off on the slip. But here he's going to come, get it. Just no place to get outside. He makes the cut up. And, penetration for Fairview on that one was not bad.
Trips to right, single left now for Titusville, 2nd down 10. Knapp wants to throw over the middle. Oh, in and out of the hands of Corcoran. Oh, Riley saying, where'd that ball go? He won't drop many.
No, he won't.
They had Palma over here all by himself. There wasn't a man with him.
Did they not even cover him? I didn't see it.
I don't think so.
We couldn't see it on the replay here.
You can see it's right there. Riley's going to bring that down 9 times out of 10. This time just through his hands.
Yeah, one of the problems with high school quarterbacks, and especially a freshman, is you have your head set in one direction and you don't see the...
Well, they're taught which ones, where their primary receivers are, and sometimes they just don't look off their primaries and look for their other...
Titus was going to take another timeout. Guess we're running down low on, I don't know whether they're getting a delay of game, what it was going to be. But we are at the 7:08 mark here in the first half, 14-7 Fairview, but it's been an entertaining first half.
Well, it has been, and Titusville has done a decent job, both offensively and defensively tonight. It's
good effort.
To be honest with you, it's more fight I've seen out of these guys than we have the last couple of weeks, particularly with the front 5.
I think since Cochranton.
Well, yeah, it could very well be that Cochranton. We're seeing Parker Harvey run very hard.
And I'm saying, I guess, as a team effort.
Oh yeah, it is a team.
Individually, yes. Over the last couple of weeks, we have seen people step up.
Yeah, we've had some people play some good ball games for us over the course of the season, but team-wise, your offensive line is getting off the ball. They're pushing people around a little bit, and that's what you want your big guys to do.
We're at 7:08 in the first half, 3rd down and 10 for Titusville. And we'll see what Coach comes up with here. Again, Titus will put 3 to the left, signal to the right, 3 to the right, signal to the left. I can't get that straight tonight. Now we put Rock in motion to the left. Turns upfield. Knapp's going to look to throw. Knapp's going to got a man deep, and he's going to overthrow him.
Boy, if you looked at that, if he'd have looked at that and tucked it, I think he would have had, he might have had the first down, but if not, he'd have gone close enough that we'd have been there for an easier 4th down conversion.
Watch him turn up. Coaches,
yeah, just a little bit early.
Coaches over here were yelling too.
But they got away with one earlier too, so that makes that one even.
4th down and 10.
I will say on that one, though, it looked more like he was smart enough to at least throw it away, not try to force it in.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what he was doing. And now we need another wideout. Stover's going to have to come in. We're going to have to watch now, and then we'll get a 5-yard penalty here.
Now we're at 5 seconds.
On the snap, Knapp looking to throw, rolling to his right, Throws over the middle. It is complete. Out across the 30 and close to the first down. It might be the first down.
I think
that's Stover.
On our side, on our side, it looks like it's a first down.
It is. First down 10.
Laird Stover has done a nice job for Titusville throughout the course of this year, coming up with big catches, and this is a big play. You got to get 10 yards for a first down, and he comes across the middle.
He fell down before he made his cut.
But he makes a nice job and catches it, but he doesn't quit there. He turns the thing upfield and gets the first down, so Titusville continues their drive.
He ran 40 yards just to get to the play.
Titusville has 2 to the right, 1 to the left here. First and 10 at the 30 of Fairview. To Harvey, get outside, cuts it up the field, nice cut. Flag down, it's going to be a hold.
That's normally where it's a hold, but
I thought they called a little sooner. I thought a little bit sooner. Thought I saw it, and then they didn't throw the flag, so bring up a first and 20.
I think they might have caught Riley Corcoran on the outside. Yeah, he's engaged early enough. You can see, you barely see him. He's engaged, but as Parker Harvey cuts it up, the defender tries to cut inside. Riley's got a hold of the jersey, and that's what they caught.
Hold against the Rockets.
Bring up a first and 20 now. It's 6:25 left to go here in the first half. 14-7 Fairview if you just joined us. We have 2 to the left, single to the right. See if we can come up with something big here. Knapp looking to throw, rolling to his right. Got a man in the open, nice catch. LaRoque, he's free, 25, 22-yard line. That's a good catch and run by Boaz. LaRoque.
Well, this is a tougher play than you think it is, because the quarterback's reversing out, which means his back is going to get turned to the downfield. And so he's blind right here. He's got to turn around and hope, first of all, there's no defensive lineman there, then find his receiver. And that's LaRoque, and he throws off a tackler and continues down for about an 18-yard gain.
Brings up a second down and 2. That's important. 21-yard line of Fairview. Double right, single left. Knapp to Harvey. Harvey tries to cut the outside, and he's not going to get much, if anything. A little better cover, or a little better penetration that time by Fairview.
Yeah, we're not getting a push there on their biggest player, who's tough to push at 270 pounds.
Yeah, it's 6'3", big boy.
Yeah, 6'3", 270. That's Mitch Schauer. And he's playing a defensive tackle, inside defensive tackle. And we've got a couple of kids. At that time there, I think we were one-on-one with Partridge, and he's given away about 25 pounds.
Going to give him 1 yard in the gain. Brings up a third down 2. Double right, single left, Titusville. Now we're going to put, that's Riley Corcoran in motion. Harvey straight up the middle. Nice drive, nice push. That's a good run.
That's very good running. And it's nice blocking, too. And Parker does a nice thing. When he gets the handoff, he hesitates just a little bit. Kind of like the guy that's absent from Pittsburgh that used to run. You'll see here just a little bit of a hesitation right there. Now I see it, now I go. And then he drops the shoulders and just drives the legs. And that's key for a running back.
First down and 10, Titusville down to the 13 of Fairview. This is a big drive, 4:40 to go. First half, trips left for Titusville.
And they've taken a lot of time off the clock.
Yeah, they are. Double tight end for Titusville. Parker, same thing, straight up the middle. Pick up about 3.
And that's all you need to do down here is you just need 3 to 4 yards. And with their linebackers playing off the ball, and the linebackers are back 5-6 yards off the line of scrimmage, get a little bit of push from your offensive line, you should be picking up 2 to 3, 4 yards every time you run straight at them.
Stover and Riley will go to the right. And it will be Palma to the left. Tight ends on the left side down for Titusville. Knapp's going to roll to his left. Got a man all by himself. And he's hit and caught the 5-yard line, but he's down. Might be inside the 5. That's LaRoque. Yeah, I didn't see a defense there. They got excited. Thought we had 7.
Well, I knew there was a defender out there, but I think if he'd have thrown this just a little bit quicker, as soon as he turns right here, throw it, because LaRoque is wide open. Give him a chance to throw and catch, nice and hit. Get himself turned around upfield. We might have had a little bit more, but now Fairview needs to talk things over.
We had 2 over there on that side. Palmer was down deep in the end zone. And
well, that puts the
Chris
corner.
Moore only had only one cover.
One guy to cover, two guys. You've got somebody open over there. Fairview having a little bit of trouble, I think, defensively trying to cover Titusville's running game, and now it's putting a little bit of pressure on their defensive secondary. I don't know how we get two guys out in that area with just one man to cover them.
The neat thing is a 3rd down and 2 at the 4-yard line, so we can get a 1st down and goal.
And ideally, you'd like that. You'd like to get that 1st down, and we can see here now the rain is starting to fall here in Titusville. And that's going to add a few things to some problems here if somebody gets too far behind and thinks they have to start throwing the ball.
You have that ticket, please bring it to the press box.
3:35 left to go here in the half. Titusville with a good opportunity here with 3rd down and 2 from the 4-yard line.
3rd down and 2. Ball spot at the 4-yard line.
Titusville will keep in on the left side. 2 to the right.
They're offside.
Comes to Harvey. Harvey straight up the middle. Keep driving. I'm not sure where they're going to spot. I can't see too much. It looks like it might be close to the 1st down. So I thought they jumped too, Steve.
I thought they were in. There we see rain starting to fall here in Titusville, so that's going to make things a little bit interesting too.
4th down and less than 1. Big 4th down play. Oh, they're going to bring it in and take a timeout and measure.
We're going to bring the chains in. Get the index card out. This will be close.
You just can't forget that, can you?
No, I can't forget that. I've never seen it before in my life. You would think with an industry like the NFL that they would at least have made official 1st down cards that were plastic that couldn't bend so that you could slide those down there. You would think that the NFL would have thought of that.
I think he's got it by the length of the ball.
Are you down that end?
Yep.
Okay. I'll take your eyesight because I can't tell from here. Then I
missed it by the length.
Missed it by about 2 inches.
Yep.
Straight ahead.
I want to thank Bill for his service. He's celebrating his last game with us.
Make one bad call, Bill. I'm with you, so we're both unemployed next week.
The grass is too high, and the rain is in my eyes.
Okay.
All right. We'll save you for another week.
This is...
I quit. I'm done. I'm out of here.
Wireless Mike proudly presented by Titusville Dairy Products Company and by Farmhouse Barbecue.
Does he have to turn that battery off so he doesn't get shocked?
No, don't tell him that.
I already did.
All right, big play coming up.
Sorry,
4th
Steve,
down.
Well, I'm just wondering if you guys are done here.
No.
What do you call here?
4th down. Oh, a quarterback sneak.
Parker Harvey straight up the middle.
Quarterback sneak, like I said. Quarterback's down.
No, don't get a touchdown. Get into the...
Down about the 1.
Down to the 1. 1st down. Titusville now with a good chance here to
quarterback sneak
to put this thing in a tight situation, chewing up some clock.
Fred Bloom was here. It'd be a tight end.
Tight end will be wide open. All he has to do is loop around to the back of the goalpost, stand there by the Rocket emblem,
stand on the wall.
Timeout Fairview. So 1st and goal, Titusville with the 1, and I'll tell you, I am, to be perfectly honest, quite surprised with this effort by Titusville. I wasn't expecting it to go quite this way tonight.
You know, Coach mentioned something to us yesterday, Steve, and I wonder how much of it has played a role the last couple of weeks. A lot of pressure on these guys this year. I don't remember he was talking about there was a lot of pressure on this team to perform after last year.
After 0-10 year last year and coming back this year and proving that was that was just one of those years. And they've we had so much hope there, particularly early on. We started the season 2-1 and we came off that game with Cochranton and we thought there's a lot of excitement and then it just kind of slipped away from us for a little bit and tonight so far in the first half, it's back.
Well, we knew that Mercyhurst Prep and Slippery Rock were going to be tough games, but we thought we should be competitive with everybody else. So
I think Corey kind of took a little bit out of us.
1st and goal, Titusville. 2:51 to go. Knapp gives it off to Harvey. Drives straight ahead. Touchdown, Titusville. Excellent. 14-13 with a point coming up.
Well, if you're 1st and goal from the 1-yard line, you've got Parker Harvey in your backfield. I know the only thing I'm doing is going 4 times. He's going to get 4 chances to put the ball in the end zone. My money's on him. And tonight, the way my offensive line has been playing, I've got a real good shot at getting into the end zone.
We were looking up pregame information, Steve, and I'll look at it up here pretty quick, but Harvey is number 2 in the region in rushing with about 678 yards or something like that, I think.
About that, yeah.
Kick is up in the kick and looks good. We're tied at 14 with 2:47 left to go in the half. Good first half, Titus. That was a very good drive by Titusville.
Well, you know, they did what you have to do to win football games. You know, you have some penalties, you overcome them. Kids that have the chance to make a play on this drive did, particularly LaRock with the catch on the 1st and 10 or the 1st and 20 play.
Yeah, big play.
That's a big play for you. And then you've got Parker Harvey running really strong, and your offensive line so far has owned the line of scrimmage when they're on the field. So, you know, Titusville showing right now that we can play with these guys. And, again, I'm like you. I'm a little bit surprised at it.
Yeah, I didn't expect the competitiveness here to start the game. Not that I expected them to lay down and die, but based upon what we've seen the past couple of weeks, we weren't sure what we were going to get tonight.
Very sluggish.
Yeah.
And then, you know, if you're sluggish and get off to a slow start, then it's very hard to get yourselves going again. And Titusville has had that happen to them. Tonight, off quick.
Well, kudos to the staff getting these kids up ready to play tonight. It's tough. It's tough when you've taken two big ones in the head.
It's funny. I talked to Coach Baldwin before the start of the game when he got here tonight, and I said, you know, how'd practice go yesterday? And he's just kind of quiet about it.
Get the ball, get the ball, get the ball, get the ball. They did. Work covers it for Fairview, about the 22.
I often wonder when you see squib kicks like this, and I'm sure that Coach Liberty told them, listen, this thing's not going to get off the ground, just fall on it. But watch these kids, you know, well, no, maybe, here's one hand, I'll try it. No, maybe I'll get, I'll finally land on it.
It's a good thing he did, because right there.
I mean, drop on the ball, get it.
Now the question is, Steve, can we stop Moore from getting to the outside?
Well, that'll be the big thing here. The Titusville defense is going to have to, on the outside, contain him, make him run back to the middle. Here he comes.
Out to the outside, got a block, and he's going to be run down, knocked out at the 41.
Coming back, Laird Stover.
Yeah.
And again, that's what we talked about. The corners are going to have to try to force that inside, but we've got to get better flow out of the inside of the interior defense. Here you'll see.
Colin Baker also.
Yeah, here you see. There's a big hole there. You can't allow that. You got to pinch this down a little bit. We did a nice job earlier. Now we're not controlling that outside.
First down and 10 at the 40. Couple of shifts by Fairview. Moore going to go to the left side. He gives it off to Larson straight up the middle. Across the 45 to about the 46.
Nicholson, the middle linebacker, on the tackle there for Titusville.
2:20 left to go in the half. Game ball tied at 14.
You'd like to see, you want your defensive line now to try to step up here and get control of the line of scrimmage. Fairview's offensive line has done a pretty decent job for them.
Fairview a little bit more excited coming out of the huddle, like there's a little bit of a time problem here. Moore coming to the right side. Larry Stover there, hits him. Pick up about 4.
Number 23, Chris Mora.
And again, you know, we're just a little bit tentative. Of course, you don't want I'm sure the corners have been told, you know, don't let them outside. Your job's to turn them in. You see Laird Stover does this, but attack right now. You can take an angle and attack him instead of waiting for him to come to you. You got to go meet him.
First down and 10. Moore going to go to the left side, cuts it back up the middle, and he's going to be hit and brought down. Good tackle out there. Talking about wrapping, that's Stover once again.
Is that Stover?
Yeah. No,
that's
26.
That's 28, I believe it was. Or is that Titus? Hunter Titus, I believe.
Hunter Titus.
Yeah, Hunter Titus on the tackle there.
Fairview takes the last time out.
Timeout on the field with 1:29.
This is the problem you get into, and this has been a problem, and it's a problem for Fairview so far more than it's been for Titusville, the lack of a throwing game. And you know, the ground game's a nice thing to have when you've got time to utilize it. But when you're in a hurry-up type situation, if you don't break a long run, which Fairview has scored twice on, you've got to try to grind it down there, and you're running out of time, and now you're out of timeouts.
No, statistically, at least the stats that I had, I was very surprised. Titusville's thrown the ball 106 times this year, and the closest to that was, I don't think it was Fairview. I think it was Corey, maybe at 60. So we've thrown the ball a lot more than I thought we had this year, if those stats are correct.
Well, and it is.
Meaning simply the Fairview, you're right, Fairview doesn't have the passing game. And Bender's not in there, and that has a lot to do with it, too. I don't know if one of these boys can throw or not.
Well, I'm not too sure. You know, it's interesting. Bender was what we believe to be their starting quarterback. I don't think we've seen him, but maybe a play.
Yeah. No, they're running. They got work in there right now in the backfield. Number 2, along with Moore.
Number 8 is Burge.
Yeah. And he's been working at quarterback. This is just Wildcat. Comes more to the right side, and Stover's going to run him out of bounds. Stover's doing a good job sealing that right side this drive.
Yeah, he's done a nice job of containing him, not letting him outside. The only time they really got caught is when he caught up inside of him. Didn't quite pinch down on the right angle, and that allowed him to break one on us there. But they've done a nice job trying to control him and contain him.
It'll be 1st down and 10. They're at the Titusville 35. Ball went out of bounds, and so the clock is stopped. So we got about 1:24 to hang on here, not giving another TD. They'll send 3 to the right, 2 to the left. They're going to spread us out. Now they have Burge in the quarterback's position by himself. Looking to throw. No, he's going to run it up the middle, and he's going to pick up about 5. Titusville wasn't really fooled on that, even though they spread us out.
Excuse me. Nicholson again on the inside. Again, the only thing you're seeing here from the linebacker position from Titusville is we're kind of waiting a little bit. Once you see him tuck this, attack up. We should have attacked up a little bit quicker than what we did there. Might have cut that back to just a 2-yard gain.
Back to shotgun. Moore out of the Wildcat coming to the right side. Likes to come to the right side. Got to get him. And they do at about the 25. Be close to a 1st down. Probably enough for the 1st down. 50 seconds clock running.
I don't know if they did give him I guess they did give him a 1st down. Again, Nosko just a little bit late. He seems to be just a little bit tentative in his first few steps. If he explodes when he makes his read, I think he got there, would have been there in time to bring him down right as he started to enter the hole.
It'll be a 1st down and 10. They're at the Titusville 25-yard line with
Clock
40
running.
seconds. Yeah, they're slow getting out of there. Trips right, doubles left. Quarterback looking to throw, looking downfield, got a man over the middle. It's incomplete. Looking to throw to Mora, but not really a good throw, quite frankly.
No, and this is again Burge playing quarterback, and again I'm just really curious as to why this Mason Bender is not playing. Maybe he's not even here. He might be sick. I don't know. I thought we saw him warming up.
I'm sure we did.
But
we saw 5 warming up. I don't know the boys.
Yeah. But the nice thing about that for Fairview is that it's incomplete, stops the clock.
26 seconds. 1st half, we're tied at 14. See what Mr. Liberty wants this time. He's going to send 3 to the right, 1 to the left. He's going to keep Moore out of Wildcat. Moore is going to pull it down, go straight up the middle. Got a block. Got to get him. He don't get him. He's in the end zone, touchdown. Dadgummit. Off the left side, Chris Moore runs it in from 25 out.
Again, they spread Titusville out here this time, and they get a little bit of success, and they pull the guard and trap. There's the hole, and the guard does a nice job of coming up and getting the other linebacker, Nosko, and we're just not there to be able to bring him down, so he's going to take it in the end zone and give Fairview a lead here at the half.
Yeah, that's too bad. Zachary Brown to attempt the extra point here for Fairview. Now Bender's holding. Snap, kick is up, kick is good. 19 seconds left to go in the half. It's 21-14. Fairview on top. That's not a good drive.
Just
coach isn't real happy about that.
Well, the coaches won't be real happy on that. We had opportunities, again, just not quite there to make tackles or make the stops that we need to make. The interesting thing here, I saw you said Bender was holding for them. I watched him jogging off the field there after that extra point. He has a little noticeable gimp.
Can't ride that horse. Yes, he does.
And so he may not be playing, he may be hurt, and that's why he's not on the field tonight. And you need a little pony brought in here to tether up.
He might fall off his stool out here, I'm telling you. Bill, you may have to come up here and push some buttons. We might lose our producer here.
I'm coming up.
Yeah, you just want to get out of the rain.
You just gave him an excuse.
It's raining. I'm getting out of here.
Well, we're going to run this one back. Kick it to Palmer, and we'll go for more Corcoran, and we'll take it up there for about 80 yards. They'll squib this one a little bit, I think. I'm not going to give a chance for the big run back. 19 seconds. We're down by 7. Been a good, interesting first half, even though they just scored on us. Well, we get the ball start the second half, so that's going to be good.
The Rockets, Zach Brown kicking off for Fairview.
We got Palmer and Corcoran back at the 15. I don't think it's going to get that far. It's not. It's going to take a big high bounce picked by Nicholson. Nicholson out across the 30. Comes to the outside. Across the 40. He's still on his feet. Look out. Down at the 40. I thought he might bounce that to the outside.
You'll see, for those of you who are watching this online or stream it later on, you may notice where our clock on the screen is running, even though the play's been over. That's just a little, we're on a little delay just in case the clock says something that can't go over the airwaves.
You know, and honestly, it's only the last, like 60 seconds or less.
It's just the most important parts of the halves.
Absolutely.
In the game.
Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that. But it's accurate up until that point.
Up until that point, it's accurate.
Yeah.
Trips to the right, single to the left for Titusville. I don't know what we're going to do here. I would say probably Parker Harvey and let the clock run out. Watch us throw the ball. They're playing deep. They're going to play them in back deep. Comes to Palmer. Palmer's going to, get out of bounds. He does. With 7 seconds left to go, 6.8, 6.2, 5, 4, 3.
And
do I highlight your faults?
All the time.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm sorry.
Wow. 4.4 seconds to go. First down for Titusville. This is one here. You just threw the ball there, so there's no reason to think they wouldn't throw it here. I'm thinking he's going to rear back and try to throw this thing as far as he can.
Would you?
I'll throw her deep.
Let's go to the press box to Bill McCrillis.
Knapp.
Pull it
Knapp's
down.
looking up. Knapp's going to eat the ball.
All right.
So the first half is going to end with a score, Fairview 21, Titusville 14. Good first half. We'll be back with halftime activities right after this message.
Are you moving at the speed of business? File transfers, multiple locations, video chat. Companies these days are using more data than ever, and it's got to be fast. With gigabit internet from Armstrong Business Solutions, you can keep up with the pack no matter what size your company is. We can provide your business a reliable connection to our advanced fiber optic network with speeds from 100 megs up to 10 gigs per second. Get your business in the fast lane. Armstrong Business Solutions. Your business is our business.
Community Connect Federal Credit Union is a not-for-profit, member-owned financial institution, and becoming a member is pretty easy. Stop in, call, or visit our website at communityconnectfcu.com and click Join to get started. Ask about our money market accounts, low-interest loans on new and used vehicles, or start saving for the holidays with a Christmas Club account. Visit us today to get started. We're Community Connect Federal Credit Union, 1050 East Spring Street, Titusville. The Gordon B. Garrett Funeral Home is dedicated to providing the highest level of service to Titusville and surrounding communities. Our family and staff continues the tradition started by Gordon B. Garrett in 1965, treating our clients with care and respect. Since then, we have grown, now in our third generation and in 2 locations, 303 North Washington Street and 203 East Main Street, Titusville. The Gordon B. Garrett Funeral Home, a history of tradition and commitment to excellence. Interstate Pipe and Supply is proud to announce their celebration of 50 years in business. Holding true to their motto, service means business, they offer a full knowledgeable staff, full fleet of trucks, and large product offering. They are not just a plumbing location, but a one-stop shop assisting homeowners and contractors quickly and efficiently. They have been a primary pipe supplier in Titusville for 40-plus years. Good luck to the Titusville Rockets this year, and thank you for making Interstate Titusville's premier pipe supplier.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Anderson Physical Therapy, Clifford's Carpets and Waterbeds halftime show. And we're going to bring you the sights and sounds of the Titusville High School Marching Band here at halftime. Rockets trail 21-14.
I think if we get 90% time of possession in the second half, we can win this.
Yeah, you just got to keep it on there. First quarter, we're winning, though. If it's being snapped.
It's the Titusville High School Marching Band performing here at Carter Field at halftime as the Rockets return home from being on the road a week ago. They are taking on the Fairview Tigers in trail as Fairview scored towards the end of the second quarter. 21-14, they lead. This is the Rocket halftime show, and our coverage will continue right after this. The Anderson Physical Therapy, Clifford's Carpets and Waterbeds halftime show. We'll be right back.
Whoever said it's only a dog never loved a dog. Our philosophy is simple. We treat every dog as if it were our own, and believe us, we spoil our dogs. When dogs are comfortable, they're happy. The Barking Lot in Titusville is ready to make your dog happy by offering grooming services, daycare, and boarding. Call today to schedule an appointment, or better yet, stop in and discover a stranger, crazier, quirkier group of dog lovers at the Barking Lot in Titusville.
So, State Farm will be here to help protect our home.
Of course.
What about here?
Yep. Nice.
Okay. Here?
Who puts tinfoil in the microwave?
Here? Here? Here?
Feels a little awkward.
A little.
Here?
You too.
So cold.
Go with the one that's here to help life go right. State Farm.
It's Joe Taylor Ford's 17th anniversary, and we are celebrating all month long. Get 0% APR for 72 months plus 1,000 Ford credit bonus cash on a new 2018 Ford Escape, Edge, and Explorer. Or get 0% APR for 60 months plus 2,800 additional savings off MSRP on a new 2018 Ford F-150 Super Crew XLT with 2.7-liter V6 EcoBoost. Make sure you take advantage of Joe Taylor Ford's top-of-the-line lifetime warranty on all new cars.
See Joe Taylor.
Thank you for 17 great years.
Anderson Physical Therapy is committed to your long-term health and well-being. With certified licensed therapists, Andersons can provide therapy for all your rehabilitation needs. With offices located at 202 Union Street in Titusville and 118 Main Street, Ute, Anderson looks forward to opening their new location in Cambridge Springs, making it convenient for you to get back to doing the things you enjoy. So stay on top of your game with Anderson Physical Therapy, with convenient locations in Northwest Pennsylvania and online 24/7 at andersonphysicaltherapy.net.
Welcome back to the Anderson Physical Therapy, Clifford's Carpets and Waterbeds halftime show. There's Bill McCurlis wandering around the field. Bill, it looks like the rain's let up a little bit.
Yeah, it has a little bit. It's just it's really mild now, but field's nice and wet. The grass is really slippery. So, what do you do, guys, on this second half? Can't throw the ball very well as far as Fairview goes.
Well, neither team wants to throw it, I don't think, although we'd be more inclined to throw than Fairview. We've been talking about Fairview's quarterback, Bender, being not in the game. And, Steve, you mentioned the last extra point attempt. You saw him kind of gimpy as he is the holder, so perhaps he's an injured player. We don't know about that.
Well, yeah, he looked like he was limping a little bit coming off the field after the extra point attempt. So I'm going to guess that he's got an ankle or a knee or some problem that way. It looked to be a lower body injury. If you were playing hockey, they'd call it a lower body injury, not getting real specific with it. So that could be a problem for them. For Titusville, I think he stayed balanced like we are on offense. Hopefully our passing game gets a little bit more effective. He's thrown the ball a little bit high a lot tonight, but we've made catches and we've made plays in the passing game. Defensively, I think we have to attack up a little bit quicker than what we're doing, particularly when you see their running back is running Wildcat. That snap's going to him. There's a 99% chance he's running, and I think we've got to attack up a little bit quicker. And again, we got to get shoulders into him, wrap and drive, and get him down on the ground.
We had him down for a little over 200 yards first half. So
well, he broke two big. Their first two touchdowns are big runs that he managed to go. Yeah. Looking at scores here around the area, we're going to take a look. A lot of teams having off nights and a lot of teams playing well. Farrell 48-0 over Reynolds. That's just an example. But Cochranton, Cambridge Springs, that must be a good ball game. They're in the third quarter. That's 0-0 in that ball game. Maplewood and Eisenhower got together tonight. Maplewood 14, Eisenhower 8. That also in the third. Union City, we were surprised last week at score with Mercyhurst Prep. It's 30-0 over Sagertown in the third. So they're playing well. Iroquois.
Hey, Steve, real quick, going back to Sagertown, we played them to start the season this year, and we know that they've been struggling the last several years. One of the things we noticed a positive for them, more kids out on the team this year, but still, you talk about a tough couple years for them.
When you're struggling the way Sagertown is and the way Titusville is doing, through last year, you got two battles to beat. One, keeping kids coming into your program, keeping your numbers up, and then two, translating those numbers into effort on the field. In Sagertown, their numbers are down a little bit. Hopefully they can get their kids reinterested into playing football, get them back in uniform, and then try to turn things that way. Without the numbers, you're going to struggle. Fairview here, a good ball club. And this is what I'm hoping in the second half also happens a little bit, that they get tired. They don't have a deep roster. They go 30 deep, 30 names on their roster, so they're not going to go very deep in that respect. They could tire out real quick as far as this second half goes. Titusville needs to keep banging away, and that's why we're talking so much about Parker Harvey finishing runs. Wear them down a little bit, and I think that'll help them. The big game we're looking at here tonight, we've had some fun with this throughout the course of this year. And we talked about Erie High School. I think it was week 1 or week 2. They played a team from Canada and got beat, so their football program has to dissolve. Last week, DuBois got beat by a team from Canada, so their football program will be dissolved at the end of this year. Tonight, big one tonight, because Cathedral Prep is playing West Toronto Prep out of Canada. This is in the third quarter. Cathedral Prep went out to a 12-0 lead. Toronto Prep came back a little bit, but now Cathedral Prep 28, Toronto Prep 13. So Cathedral Prep is saving their...
Might just be the saving grace for the other two programs.
For the other two programs, yeah saving grace, because this is an American game, and you just can't be letting these Canadian schools beat you guys. That's just not allowed.
We're just not going to stand up and sing God Save the Queen.
No, we're just not going to do that.
No.
So,
hey, guys. I might want to mention about the middle school. Their program right now, they're undefeated. Football team in middle school, and I'll tell you what, they look pretty good for coming up here. We got another couple years to go.
Yeah, I've been hearing some pretty good things around town about them, so they've got a pretty good game plan going all the way around. I guess offense and defense both. So they're what 7-0 or something like that, I think.
Yeah, they got some numbers out there too, and the kids that they have out, they've bought into the program. And the coaches and everybody, there's just a step up to what they're going to be here in a couple years.
30 seconds left to go here on the clock, and neither team. Titusville just now coming out of the locker room, as is the Fairview Tigers. Well, certainly they will be here shortly. 21-14, Fairview on top. Titusville will get the ball, get things under motion here in the third quarter. Can we put it in the end zone? Well, we're going to find out here in just a few minutes.
Wrapping up the Anderson Physical Therapy, Clifford's Carpets and Waterbeds halftime show. Second half action coming up next.
Nothing says community more than local sports. Cheering on our favorite teams while our young athletes learn about hard work, teamwork, and building character. At Homerwood, community begins with our employees. Those same traits we look for in our athletes are the same characteristics we look for in our employees. And it shows in the quality of our products that we're proud to stand behind and on. From our employees and their families, we say thank you for making us part of your community. Go Rockets!
Hospital partners, Meadville Medical Center and Titusville Area Hospital together provide a continuum of high-quality care across Crawford County. Both create the ultimate patient experience. Every patient, every time. Meadville Medical Center and Titusville Area Hospital are more than a hospital. We are a hospital partner, a community partner, a family partner, and a health partner.
Fall and football go hand in hand, just like yards and the products made by Steel. At Titusville True Value, we offer a full selection of Steel chainsaws, pole saws, leaf blowers, weed eaters, and hedge trimmers to prepare your yard for fun this fall. So get the full lineup of Steel's equipment so the chores are out of the way so you can go out to play. Steel, available now at your Titusville True Value. Behind every good project is your Titusville True Value. Anderson Physical Therapy is committed to your long-term health and well-being. With certified licensed therapists, Andersons can provide therapy for all your rehabilitation needs. With offices located at 202 Union Street in Titusville and 118 Main Street, Tiddy Ute, Anderson looks forward to opening their new location in Cambridge Springs, making it convenient for you to get back to doing the things you enjoy. So stay on top of your game with Anderson Physical Therapy, with convenient locations in Northwest Pennsylvania and online 24/7 at andersonphysicaltherapy.net.
Welcome back. Second half action just moments away. Our coverage of Titusville Rocket football this season brought to you by these great sponsors: State Farm Insurance, by Oil Creek Plastics, by Interstate Pipe and Supply, by Larry's Auto Service, by True Value Hardware, by Armstrong, by Anderson Physical Therapy, by the Titusville Dairy Products Company, by the Meadville Medical Center, Titusville Area Hospital, by Joe Taylor Ford, by The Barking Lot, by Community Connect Federal Credit Union, by the Gordon B. Garrett Funeral Home, by Homerwood, by Clifford's Carpets and Waterbeds, by Vanderhoof Heating and Air Conditioning, by Family Video, and by Corky's Pizza and Subs. And just a reminder, at the end of the game, we'll have your Corky's Pizza Family Video player of the game. Looking forward to that. I got a couple ideas already.
Yeah, we've got some selection here this evening.
Which is a good thing. Good problem to have.
Yeah, good problem to have. Well, Titusville's going to receive the kickoff, and it's going to be fun to see if Titusville can put something together here, get a good drive down, tie this game up, and see if we've made some adjustments for Chris Mora, who is playing very well. And then this taking nothing away from Chris Moore. He runs the ball well. But when you get 7 yards downfield before you see a brown shirt, and
it's easy to run well.
It's easy to run well.
Yeah, it's easy to run well.
You only have to beat one guy, juke and go.
Well, and that's, we watch. That's kind of what's happened with Titusville tonight. When they get to him early, he doesn't. He's not real effective.
No,
he's not going to drag you for 4 or 5 yards like Parker Harvey can.
Yeah.
Another guy that we've got to watch once so far this season is Christian Cole of Oil City. He's been fun to watch.
Yeah, he's over 2,000 yards.
Yeah, he had a good game against the General McLean when we were up there. Unfortunately, they had the same ways with Parker Harvey, no passing game to complement.
And a squib kick. It's going to be taken by Stover. Oh, he's out across the 40. Oh, he about got out of there. 42-yard line. Cut in front of Nicholson. Nicholson saying, where'd the ball go?
But that's kind of what we've been talking about here. We don't wait on this. Come get it. And you see Nicholson just kind of waiting. You see Stover come through and pick it up, and he's off and running. Kind of catches Fairview a little bit. But the kicker just gets enough of him to bring him down. Otherwise, we were at midfield or better.
Yeah, and he may have got more. First down and 10, Titusville. They're at their own 42. We're going to send trips to the right. And Parker Harvey will stay in the tailback position. Single back. Knapp to Harvey. Straight up the middle. Oh, gets about 5. Good start. That's not a good start. Yep. Parker's limping off a little bit.
Well, probably a little bit of pull, just a little bit. They got him around the ankles. I think he'll be fine. He's going to come back in here, another player or two. But again, that's what you want to see. Just go straight at him. I think that's your best plan of attack. Try to beat up on these guys up front.
Nicholson in the tailback, and he's got a lot of tape around that right leg. Knapp.
Yep, wrong way.
Busted play. Knapp's going to keep it, and he's going to do a good job. Take it out to 49. Could be dropped there at the 49, bring up a third down in about 3.
I don't know who went the wrong way, whether the quarterback turned the wrong way or the tailback went the wrong way. Fortunately, he just turns up, finds an opening there. There's nobody in front of him as everybody's trying to flow to the left. And he turns back, comes back, and picks up what he can out of it.
Looking at the blocking, my guess is maybe Nicholson went the wrong way, but I don't know. But Knapp picks up some good yardage for us. Third down and about 3. We need this one. Doubles left. Single right. Knapp looking to throw over the middle. He's got a man. Oh, almost intercepted. And he had him there, just threw it high.
Yeah, it's just out in front of him just a little bit too much. And again, the ball's up just a little bit high for Landon Palmer. Yeah. Ooh, that's a little. That should have got a flag there. Number 60 from Fairview.
Yeah,
I thought he should have gotten a flag for that one.
Landon was looking at the official, so he thought so also. Oh, snap it. Nope, now we don't have enough men in the field. Now we do. Good snap. Good sign. Parker Harvey doing the kicking. Good kick. It's going to roll down. Stop. Don't go in the end zone. It did. Bring it out to the 25. But good to see Parker Harvey able to get out there and kick. He's gimpy a little bit coming off the field, but he won't be playing this defensive series. So 3 and out for Titusville, and Fairview will take over. So we need to stop here. We can't give them any more momentum here. Steve, we got to get this ball back.
Well, we'll see how Titusville's defense is going to be, what kind of adjustments they might have made. They may just say, you know, we're okay. We just got to get there and make plays. We don't need to change the scheme at all. We just got to get there and make tackles.
Still Wildcat. It's given off to Larson. Larson across the left side, pick up a couple. Bring up a second down, about 7.
Not bad for Titusville's defense. You know, the thing that we don't see out of Fairview is a whole lot of misdirection. Whatever way they turn initially, it seems to be the way they want to go. So Titusville just needs to rear back, see that, and react real quick and get into the gaps.
Second down, 6. The ball's at the 24 of Fairview. Titusville's got about 10 in the box. Here comes Moore the right side. Turn him upfield, but he gets the outside flag down. And he's going to be knocked down at about the 25. He'll get out to the 30, driven back, but it's going to come back on a hole.
Yeah, I think it is. It came out real early there.
So that'll make it second and about 16. There's some good covering men coming to the ball.
Yeah, and it is a hold by Fairview.
Against the Tigers.
Now where you got to make your stand defensively, you've got them backed up in a hole.
Inside the 10 or right at the 10.
Of their own doing, so this is where you want to come and get them, pin your ears back, make some tackles here, and get the ball back for your offense in good field position.
Better yet, get a turnover.
Well, and it's, you know, it's a little wetter out there since the rain, so hopefully we can strip the ball.
They keep all the ends in tight here. Now they put a man in motion. Fairview. They have 2 men in motion. I didn't think that was legal.
Fumble! There's a fumble.
And they're piling on.
Titusville has it.
There's that turnover.
And this is the problem that we remember. We've talked about it with Fairview. We've not yet seen who we believe to be their starting quarterback, Mason Bender. And this is a timing play. And the quarterback, whoever's playing quarterback on that one, was not ready for the snap. I don't think it slips right out of his hand. And Steve Partridge recovers the ball. So Titusville in real good position here now to tie this ball game up.
First and goal should be. They have it marked at the 10. I think it's inside the 10, about the 9. Palmer goes wide left. We have Stover and Corcoran on the left. Excuse me, Palmer on the right. Harvey going to the outside. Gets the kick block.
There's a block there. We're going to get a hold, too.
Daggone it.
I think this one here could be more caused by Parker's Harvey. I thought he should have planted his foot and turned it up just a little bit sooner. If he cuts inside, you'll see it's Boaz Larock, and I think he's playing the tight end position, coming to the right side, and you'll see him 18. If he cuts up on the inside instead of trying to get outside, it eliminates that holding penalty.
I don't see a hold on Boaz.
He's got a hold of a jersey a little bit. I think that's who they're calling. Can you wind that back just a little bit?
Oh, I didn't see it.
Well, let's take a look here. Just as he...
Bring up first and goal, ball spot at the 20.
Right here's where he's got a hold of the arm here as he tries to separate. I think that's what's going to get the call.
First and goal from the 21 now. Boy, that hurts. Doubles right, single left, Titusville. Got to make this up. Knapp wants to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's complete. And we're going to get about nothing out of that. That's to Boaz. LaRoque has it, but no gain. I thought we would get it over the middle, a little deeper to Palma.
Well, I think, and again, we've said this before tonight with Knapp throwing the ball. It's high. Everything's been high with him tonight, which would kind of tell me we're not stepping into the throw quite enough.
Second down goal from the 20 to give a 1-yard gain on that. This time we'll put Stover wide right, Corcoran in slot right, Boaz in wing right. And we have Palma by himself over on the left side. Boaz comes in, motion to the left. Knapp looking to his left. Knapp going to pull it down. Knapp's going to run it. He's across the 15 and gets inside close to about the 12. And he's brought down there. Thought he might get a little bit more. Bring up a 3rd and long for goal.
Just not seeing anything open. You see his head turn here. At least we're looking downfield. We're trying to find an open receiver. You can see to the right, and they're covered now over the middle. He missed him right over the middle.
Mm-hmm.
He pulled it just a little too soon. He's got Stover open deep, and it's a touchdown if he sees him.
3rd down goal from the 14. Trips right. Put a man in motion now. LaRoque. Looking, still looking. Going to go to LaRoque, and it is incomplete.
Was that batted to the line of scrimmage? I kind of got blocked.
I did too. I think that's what happened. 66 knocked it down.
Which will bring up if the ball is incomplete, 4th and 14.
Yeah, from 1st and goal to 4th and goal from the 14 is tough. And we're going to take a look here. He's got plenty of time.
66.
Yep, 66 gets it. A hand up and knocks it down. Really not anybody open.
No.
On that throw. So
looking at Palma over the middle. 4th down and goal. So we got to get it to the end zone. Trips right. Looking over the middle. Knapp still looking. Now he throws it up short and driven out of bounds. So it'll be turnover on downs over to Fairview. Somewhere around the 16 or so.
What was it like for you, Steve, to sit in films the next day and look at all those opportunities that may have been missed?
The way I played, it was embarrassing.
We're talking about the film, not the actual.
No, it was. I mean, you see a lot of things that sometimes you just don't see when the game's actually happening. And you've got a freshman playing quarterback here, and these are one of the things they'll point out to him. You got to look here, but you got to see the whole field too, and it's hard to do.
1st down and 10 from the 11 for Fairview. Moore coming up the right side. He's got a hole. And he comes out to about the 20, drives ahead, and brought down about the 23.
It's coming back, though. We got a flag laying at the 10-yard line. I'll bet they're going to call a hold from the backside.
Didn't see it.
Yep.
We're going to have to move this petition next year that holds this building up. It's in my way.
Well, you could stand outside beside Adam.
No.
And again, that's flag. You can see it's clearing the backside. So somebody in the backside of the play, away from the play, and that drives the coach nuts too. Play's not even designed to come near you. And what are you doing holding people?
So it takes it back to the 10. Check that to the 5.
Now we can use a fumble.
Yes, we can. Try it again. We didn't succeed. Try it again.
1st and 16.
Fairview sends a wide out clear to the left. They spread. Quarterback keeps, comes up the middle. It's out across the 20. Look out. 30, 35. Nobody's with him. Got a one man to beat. Palma to the outside, and LaRoque runs him down at the Titusville 30. That's good hustle by Boaz to run him down.
Is that LaRoque or is that 88?
That's 88.
Noah Willis hustling down to make the tackle here. Again, we see Corcoran filling the hole, but there's right here, we overrun it for Titusville. You got to have the right angle, not allow the cutback. And here's good Noah Willis. You're going to see him in the picture. He's just going to try to run him down. Palma does a nice job of making him change directions. But again, we give up that big play, which has just been an Achilles heel for Titusville.
Now it's 1st down and 10 at the Titusville 30 for Fairview. Doubles stacked on the right side. Come to Moore to the right side, looking to get the block. Going to get it to the outside. And nice job in there. Who's that? 22, 28. Yeah, 28.
Hunter Titus, but he took a lot. I was watching the defense try to set up, and we've got people running around like we're not sure where we're supposed to be. And he just kind of got into a spot.
Beat the block.
And just does a nice job. And I think that's, I think we're going to blame the running back there. Again, you got to cut off of the blockers' butts, not try to go the direction they're pushing the defenders.
Doubles go to the left side now for Fairview. A little different formation. Moore going to the left side. Going to be hit and knocked down. More of a knockdown. It was a tackle. Picks up about 5.
Nicholson here out of the middle linebacker position comes in. He's going to get a first shot at him in the hole right there as he undercuts the block. Just not quite enough there. They got enough of him to keep him off there, but Partridge hits him from the other side to bring him down.
And we have a timeout on the field. 5:35 to go here in the third quarter, 21-14, but Fairview driving.
Well, you know, you look at it, it's a 21-14 game. If they score here, you've looked at 3 of their touchdowns that have come off of big plays.
Yes.
50-plus yard plays. 2 touchdowns in the first half, and here this, you had them at first and 15 at the 5. And you give up a 50, 60-yard run here that puts them in really good position to score a touchdown here. The defense is going to have to stiffen, try to keep them out of the offense, or out of the end zone, excuse me, so that your offense can get the ball again. And then Titusville, of course, mistakes. You had it first and goal here inside the 10-yard line.
Holding.
And you got a holding penalty, and you couldn't recover from it. So big plays and penalties.
Been the difference so far.
Story of this ball game so far.
2nd down and 6 for Fairview. They're at the Titusville 15-yard line. They're going to send receivers, wideouts on each side. Travis Burge looks like he's going to take the snap. He does. He keeps it, comes to the right side, tries to break to the outside. If he gets outside, we're in trouble. Down around the 5, inside the 5 to about the 3.
Stover with the tackle from the corner position, but it's going to give him a first down
and
inside the 5. Titusville now really going to have to make something happen defensively. This time they use Murrah as the decoy, and the quarterback keeps it, who's another running back. Again, remember, their starting quarterback not playing offense tonight.
So 1st and goal from the 3 for Fairview. Big turnaround here in this third quarter. Fairview put wideouts on each side. Not that it's made any difference. Looks like it's going to be a direct snap. No, it's the quarterback, Burge, going to try to drive it straight ahead.
Didn't make it.
No, did you notice?
Did you see?
Yeah.
I was going to say, did you see Murrah come up and just shove him under center?
Put him up under center. Yeah, like, hey, don't you know what you're doing?
Hey, you're supposed to be underneath there. Get up here. We'll see this. Here comes, right, there's a good camera angle right there. And you can see there the drive that they're trying to push Titusville into the end zone, not able to do it. Again, Titusville's going to have to do it again because they're going to come straight ahead.
2nd and goal from the 2. Wideouts on both sides, again, makes no difference. Bird's going to keep it straight ahead, and it looks like he may have gotten in there.
I don't think so.
Didn't quite get there?
I don't see it.
About a half a yard.
Yeah, by golly, he didn't get there. I thought he had enough surge to get there. 3rd and goal. It's a good stand right now for Titusville.
So far, yeah, it's a real good stand.
Oh, it's a high snap.
It's a high snap, but look at the penetration. That's what you want to see from your defense. The only way you're going to stop this is to get into their backfield.
3rd down and goal. From the 1. See if we can get a stop here. High snap again, and it's handed off to Moore.
He didn't make it either.
No, sir.
He may have lost a yard. Players are calling for a touchdown.
He's about the same spot. Maybe a little closer.
Yeah, he's nowhere near.
Yeah, he's a football length away. It'd be great if they saw him. Corcoran coming in nicely.
From the outside. And by that time, the defense has penetrated into the backfield. We've talked about this before. Coaches overthinking this. Why not having a guy right up under the center here? You've done that in 1st and goal. Why haven't you done it since?
Well, we'll see. 4th down and goal. Doubles to the right. Out of shotgun. Moore is going to keep it, come off the left side and right side, and he'll get in. So Chris Moore takes it in, 27-14. 3 good downs for Titusville, just couldn't stop in the 4th time.
No, that time they went off tackle.
I thought they would too.
Snap. I figured they would too. Yeah, they went 0 for 3 up the middle, and that's a good job by your defensive line. Of course, the snaps being high kind of helps that, but then they just took it right off. It was just a dead sprint to the outside.
Brown now will attempt the extra point with Mason Bender holding. Kick is up. No good. He hooked that one. Was that a bad snap? I didn't see what happened there.
No, I thought the snap was good, and I thought the ball was down, but I think he got bothered.
Corcoran put a rush on him.
Yeah, that's what I kind of thought, too. He was a little bit afraid of the edge rush.
Well, other than that big play, it wasn't a bad series for Titusville. We gave up that 50-plus yard that you talked about, Steve, and weren't able to get it.
Corcoran coming in off the right side of the defense. Well, that wasn't even that close. He just shanked it.
Yeah, he just missed it.
That's a 9-iron in the weeds. It looked like me in the golf course.
It's like you kicking the ball or the golf course, whichever.
Hey, I kicked one from 45 yards in practice once.
Did Buck ever let you try to kick one?
Yes.
In a game?
No, he wasn't. Come on. Coach
was that a helium ball?
Coach Crabb was smarter than that.
I think that was one that was on a big, long...
Well, we were screwing around with Coach Roberts. He was a quarterback coach for me.
All right, there's
back
your problem.
Then. Well, yeah. And but we had balls up on the tee. We were kicking the ball in the practice field back then. We had goalposts in the practice field. We were kicking the ball 35 yards or so, and they said, okay, we would. So we lined up Thursday night practice to kick an extra point. I kicked the ball and hit a guy right in the back of the helmet, and that was the last time I kicked.
Yeah. We should surprise Steve next week and have Coach Crabb here with us in the booth.
Get the truth.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, don't do that.
Now you know the real truth.
Yeah, the real story.
Corcoran's going to take it at the 10. No, fumbles it, picks it up to 15, cross the 20, get out there. Across the 30, look out, he's to the outside. 40, 50, 45, brought down about the 44. Nice return, Riley Corcoran.
I tell you, Riley Corcoran has had a very good ball game for Titusville tonight. We had him in one particular drive. I think he had 4 of the 5 tackles on the drive here. The only bad thing you can say about this is catch the ball clean. But he picks it up, doesn't panic, and away he goes.
In that situation, Steve, did that help him or hurt him?
A lot of times it helps. I personally never believe it helps you to muff a kickoff. I know, nobody does, but it doesn't stop me any. Oil Creek Plastics showing us the reason why I have to work with these two.
Doubles left, single right, hit the 45 of Fairview. Let's get a touchdown, guys. Hand off to Parker Harvey to the outside, get a block, comes the outside, and he's going to be brought down at about the 34, enough for a first down. Thought he might get just a little bit more than that.
Tackle made by number 7, Micah Kloss. First down, Rockets.
Now, this is a good run here. It's a very aggressive run for Parker Harvey. He sees, he's designed outside. You can see he's just going, and he takes a nice dip. That little dip kind of helps too a little bit. Kind of sets up the block for Laird Stover, allows him to pick up an extra 5 yards.
We have an official timeout. Not sure what it's for. Oh, now we're going to go. Doubles to the right, single to the left for Titusville. First down and 10 at the 33 now of Fairview. Fumble. Oh, gets it off to Harvey. Cuts to the outside. That was a good recovery by Mr. Garrett Knapp. Bad snap. And
well, actually, the snap I thought was pretty good. I think he might have pulled his hands out a little early. But this is, again, we normally see Knapp in a shotgun or a pistol set. Last couple of downs now, he's under center. Just giving him a little bit of a different look. Oh, we had a little bit...
a little extra activity.
Yeah, should have been a flag, to be honest with you, on Boaz Larock.
Second down and 5 for Titusville at the 29 of Fairview. Out of shotgun. In motion is Landon Palma to Harvey. Not going to get much there.
No, that one took a little bit too long. You're when you run that, you're expecting your linemen to hold blocks probably a second more than they can. Here you see the fake and then turn around. You see how slow Parker Harvey is to get going. That's the timing's off because he can't just take off and go. So that one, timing is a problem on that one. I may want to scrap that play.
Third down 6 with less than a minute to go here in the third quarter. Doubles left for Titusville, single right. Been an entertaining ball game, even though we're down by 2 scores. To Harvey, and he's met at the line of scrimmage. Somebody flat out missed their block.
Yeah, I think that's the tackle that came across the center of his face a little, I think. That was just a good defensive play there, but it hurts you now because it's going to put you in 4th and long, and you really can't afford to punt the ball.
No, you got to run now. And you're down that way. No. It's at the 32, 25 seconds to go.
Yeah, you're not going to pick up much. You want to try to get this play off here if you can. Taking too long.
Yeah, a long time. 4th down and 8. They're going to get caught with a 5-yard penalty here if they don't. Titusville's going to take a timeout. That's terrible.
And that's a killer. Yeah, you can't do that. Of course, our clock is still running. The official clock's at 9.1. We'll stop here in just a minute.
Now you can go.
What is the delay?
No idea.
You don't know what that is?
No. Well, see, and just to let folks know, we are tied into the official system. But there's something, I have no idea.
I know.
You're in the same time zone?
You know what? You know what, Bill? Yeah.
It's the fact that the altitude up here in the press box.
Well, it's the fact that Canadians are.
The Canadians have us down 2-0.
What is that score? Do you know?
I don't know. That's a good question. I've got a lot of faith in Cathedral Prep, so I'm not real
this
worried.
Is the only time you have.
This would be one of the few times that I actually
in Cathedral Prep.
Yes, I know that's an ugly play on words, but Cathedral Prep 35, West Toronto Prep 13.
Adam and I put together a pretty good idea. We'll tell you off air because it's that dumb.
Okay.
Titusville first, 4th down and 8 from the 32 of Fairview. Trips to the right. Got to get something here, guys. Make it happen. It is.
Got him.
To Palma. Palma out across. Enough for the first down. First down.
And that'll probably, I don't know that we'll get another play at 1.9 seconds left to go in the half. Once they reset the chains, it'll wind it.
All we have to do is score here early in the 4th quarter. Stop them. Score again in the 4th quarter. Kick a field goal. We win it.
Okay. There you see Palma's just running a quick out pattern, and the linebackers just kind of let them run free.
Into 3 quarters of play here. Carter Field is 27-14. Fairview on top.
Looking at some scores here, Oil City 42, Fort LaBeouf 16.
That was close.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a surprise. General McLean 55, Franklin 20. Again,
what was that score?
55-20, McLean over Franklin. Again, Cathedral Prep, we're keeping a close eye on that game. Cathedral Prep and West Toronto Prep.
For no important reason
other than it's a U.S.-Canada game. 35-13, Cathedral Prep on top in that ball game. Meadville now trails Du Bois 13-12. Northeast now 20-13 over Harbor Creek. Mercyhurst Prep 19, Girard nothing. That ball game's showing up in the 3rd. Warren
really?
Yeah. That's what it says on my phone.
So that's
kind of a surprise.
That's a surprise.
Defensive stance for?
Yeah, that's a surprise, really. But remember, Mercyhurst Prep got off to a slow start against Union City, ended up winning that ball game by 3 or 4 touchdowns.
That's a 3rd quarter score.
That's a 3rd quarter score. Warren beating Corey, Sharon over University Prep. And the other games we've talked about earlier still in the blowout mode.
Titusville 1st down and 10. To Harvey, cuts to the outside, makes 1 tackle, and trying to get to the outside again, breaks another tackle, and we'll pick up about 6.
It's a good run for Parker Harvey. I do think I want to see, well, 1, I don't need the jawing going on, but 2, get it upfield a little bit more right here to get around him. As soon as you're around that first tackler, shoot upfield, and we're still trying to get him. He's still trying to go wide.
One of the things he does show us, and somewhat surprising to me, a little bit more speed than what I anticipated Parker to have.
He has decent speed. He shows that.
Doubles right for Titusville. To Harvey, get to the outside. He's got a big hole. At the 10, 5, and knocked out of bounds.
The 1 yard line.
Right around the 1 yard line, Bill said.
We've had a lot of success running to our right here, and this is, again, same type of thing. Parker Harvey just taking off to the right side. We get a good block. He might have gotten away with a little bit of a hold. Don't know why our wide receiver is on the ground here trying to block, but again, at least we're not holding on it. Title has first and goal at the 1.
He slipped on a block.
Is that what it happened to him?
Yeah.
Well, I bet he shielded him enough to give Parker an opportunity. First and goal, Titusville. They got it now marked at the 2. Harvey, no, it is Knapp looking in the end zone, touchdown.
Oh, nice play.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
LaRoque. That was just an easy touchdown. Nice job. Nice call.
Well, it's a good play call here, and we do a nice job with the quarterback. He does a nice job. You're going to see everybody's going to follow Parker Harvey. He does a nice job. This thing has a little bit of zip on it, but not too much. And a lot of times you'll see a quarterback with a wide open receiver almost want to try to place it in his hands, and it ends up being too high or too low. He just relaxed and throw the ball right in there for Boaz for the touchdown.
That's a nice play. Extra point coming. Palmer Hart, Landon Palmer to hold. Kick is up.
It's good.
The kick is good. 27-21. Big game. 1 point make a difference here.
Well, the Titusville now's defense has got to stand up again. We've got to attack up the field, try to get to this running back before he gets a chance to get his legs going and get his shoulders north and south on us.
11:04 to go in the ball game. Titusville down by 6 points.
Now, on that particular series of plays, the drive for Titusville, the intensity seemed to be back a little bit.
Yeah.
When we had it first and goal down there, we were almost kind of playing like we were guessing what we were supposed to do. Here, we started putting the wood to people and started opening up holes, and we got 5-6 yards at a pop here. We got to keep that. We got to maintain that
one of the things that's really fun to do, and it's like this play right now we're showing you. It's really fun to watch. I don't care what level, a play that's executed well.
Yes.
And that touchdown was executed well.
Yes.
About 11 guys went the wrong way, and
one guy goes
by himself.
Yeah. And if you think it's because it's in high school, watch how many times you see it in the NFL.
That's the Garrett. Garrett Knapp. Great fake.
Yep.
Kickoff is going to be taken by Mora. He's at the 15, the 20, cuts to the outside, looking for a block. Nice job by Stover.
Riley Corcoran trying to bring him down.
They're after the ball.
Well, it's a little bit soon for that as far as I'm concerned, Bill. You've still got 10:53 in this ball game. Tackle the ball carrier. Play solid defense, get a 3 and out here, and let your offense go back to work.
And that's what the whole sideline was hollering. Get the ball, get the ball.
First down and 10 for Fairview. Now we need a 3 and out type situation.
You see Riley Corcoran again being real aggressive coming after the ball carrier. That's what you like to see, and that's what we got to get everybody to.
This time they will send Jackson wide to the left. They got a receiver wide right. I guess it might be work. On the snap. Moore, keep it to the right side. Dang it, outside 50, he's gone.
Oh, man.
Found it. Nobody there. And no flags. Team. 65 yards. One more big play. As soon as he got the corner, Steve, it was over.
Well, and that time they got the corner real easy. You can see they're driving right there. They just pancake blocked one of us. I didn't see the number, but that's a bad angle there. You can't take that angle with this young man. And you should have. I mean, I know you might not be used to his speed and whatever, but by now at this point in the game, you've seen this enough. You should have adjusted to it.
33-21 with the extra point attempt coming. I think they might go for 2 here. That play is a backbreaker.
Well, you just got yourself right back in the ball game with a good drive and put a touchdown on the board, brought you into one score, and then you give up a big play like that.
Fairview trying for 2. More out of the Wildcat right up the right side into the end zone. No trouble whatsoever. 2-point conversion good. 35-21 takes them up by 14, so we lose that 1 point difference that we had prior to that touchdown. So down 2 touchdowns again with 10:42 to go. That hurt.
Well, and again, you know, you look at it, they've got, what, 35. They've scored 5 touchdowns, and 4 of them right off
plays.
of all off of, and we're talking big plays. We're not talking plays of 20 to 30 yards.
No,
we're talking
165, 68, and 66, or 60 and 66.
And this, yeah. So you know, you can't give up these plays, particularly when you know you've seen him enough in here. You know that he's going to get the snap. He's either going to go run right or he's going to run left. Very little time is he running up the middle. They're taking him to the edge. You can't give up the edge on it.
So, see if we can come back now. Zachary Brown will tee it up. It'll be Corcoran and Palma standing back about their 10.
By the way, as we wind down the fall sports season and the holidays quickly approaching, Steve's book, Can't Give Up the Edge, will be available in bookstores by Thanksgiving.
By Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Good read.
Or
Steve.
Online.
Yeah, or online.
Yeah, you go to Amazon.com
or that's a lot of line. I don't know.
That's a great book.
Kick is going to go deep to Corcoran, and he fumbles it. Now he picks it up. No, he doesn't. He falls on. No, he doesn't. Palma picks it up. Tries to come up the middle, and he's going to get knocked down somewhere around the 17-yard line. A little trouble handling onto that ball, and we'll take it first down 10 inside the 20.
And that's, you know, it's these kind of plays that Titusville has just been killing themselves with all year. And here we just can't, just can't find the handle of the football. It bounces funny ways.
And they make that thing round like a hoop ball, like they're supposed to be, instead of those points on it.
Yeah, but you know, the point things makes it easier to throw.
That's chapter 6, right?
That's chapter 5. Actually.
5.
Chapter 5.
You've rearranged the.
Editors.
First and 10 from the 15 for Titusville, their own 15. Harvey tries to go up the left side. I believe that's Harvey. We'll see. Here's Parker Harvey. Brought down by Schumer.
You got 10:23 to go in this game, Steve.
Yes, you do.
What do you?
Oh,
thanks. The added animation, Jim. The game's not over.
The game's not over.
What are you doing on the sidelines to remind these guys, hey?
Well, you got to try to get things. You got to try to break one here, or you're going to have to put the ball in the air a little bit more. You got to get a quick score here, but then it's a matter of defense. You got to stomp them.
Doubles to the right, single to the left for Titusville. 9:55 to go in the ball game. We're down 2 scores. Put a man in motion to the left. Comes to tailback Harvey, straight up the middle. Pick up maybe 3.
Somebody got him right by the ankles. And of course now Fairview's starting to do defensively what Titusville hasn't been able to successfully do. They're going to attack up. You can see he's waiting for Parker to come through. Then he attacks up. We're just not getting a tier to the linebackers now. And they're sitting their linebackers, letting Parker pick his spot, and then they're going to attack up. They're getting to our guys. We just haven't been able to get to theirs.
3rd down and 5 from our own 20. Trips right. Knapp looking to throw. Wants to come over the middle. It's complete to Stover. Stover will have enough for the first down. He's out around the 30. Coaches aren't very happy beside me.
I don't know what he's so upset about. You got a 2-touchdown lead. If you try to gamble here and somebody slips, you let us right back in here. If I'm Fairview, I got 9:09, under 9 minutes to go in this ball game. I'll let you nickel and dime your way down the field, even give up the touchdown as long as you pick up, as long as you chew up 5-6 minutes.
Doubles right, single to the left. Knapp out of shotgun to Harvey. Wants to come to the outside and not going to quite get there. Maybe pick up, we'll give him 3 on the play.
Looks like Larry Jackson, number 13, gets just enough of the jersey to bring him down.
Harvey's having a good ball game.
Yeah, Harvey's running well, and here we just couldn't quite get the end enough, but we've done a pretty good job of running off tackle.
Wide side of the field to Titusville's left. Singles on both sides for the Rockets. 2 tight ends. Harvey's up the middle, and he's stopped immediately. Big tackle, Schumer. Meets him, toss, lose about a yard or two.
Number 66,
Looks
Tyler
like,
Pepper.
I think, excuse me, I think he got away from Caleb Dunlap.
Yeah. Oh, does he?
Yeah, I think it was Dunlap. I think he came across Caleb's face to make the tackle.
Brings up 3rd and long.
They've done a nice job, the front five, so far in tonight's ballgame. They really have played pretty well. It's just this one play here and one play there, and it's such a behind on down and distance.
Dyson 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Knapp rolling to his left, still rolling, has a man going kind of deep. Passes is incomplete. Out across the 40 to about the 42. Intended for Riley Corcoran. Brings up a 4th down. See what coach wants to do. My guess is he's going to go for it, down 2 scores.
Well, 2 scores and 7:24 to go in the ball game. I think you're going to have to.
Especially the way they're moving the ball.
Well, they're moving the ball well, and you don't really have anything to lose here. You're trying to play spoiler, so you're going to let it all go here.
So we'll see what Titus can come up with. 4th down and 8 from their own 33. We'll send trips to the left. Going to roll to our left. Oh, we got a man shooting. Don't have a chance. They shot the linebacker from the strong side and just destroyed the play.
Yeah, it's Carmine Buffalo. He's going to come in from the right outside linebacker position. He's going to come in untouched. And that's going to just blow this play up. And you can see Parker Harvey should have been out there to catch him. He was looking to the inside.
Never saw him.
And never saw him. You're going to see him coming right off the edge. And you can see Parker Harvey's coming up. That's where he's got to look. You got to pick up that linebacker coming. If he sees him and he can get that block, then we can continue out there. We might have a chance at it. But after that, just no way for the quarterback to get the ball off.
Loss goes back to the Titusville 25. That's where Fairview put it in play. Tailback straight up ahead. That is number 8, Travis Burge. Picks up about 9 on the play. Brings up a second, call it 8, 2nd and 2.
Nicholson on the stop there just grabs a hold of enough of an ankle to bring him down. But you can see now, what I was hoping for is maybe we could wear them down a little bit from the first half and into the second half. It looks now like the reverse has happened.
Well, that one last touchdown kind of takes a little bit of the edge off. Double right, single left for Fairview, but they're just going to keep running this Burge again up the right side. He'll have enough probably for the first down.
Carried by number 8, Travis Burge.
It's like Nicholson was there, Nosco was there. And I think Jacobson again.
First down and 10 from the Titusville 15.
Ball spotted at the 15-yard line.
Fairview will put wideouts on each side. Giving off to Mora. Mora goes to the outside. He's going to get hit, drive ahead, pick up about 4 on the play.
We had decent penetration there, just not able to get to him in the backfield, allowing him to sneak through the line, picking up about 4 yards. Nicholson, the middle linebacker, came through trying to get the run blitz, but not able to get his hands on Murrah.
35-21, Fairview on top. They're driving down to Titusville 12 with 5:45 to go. Coming across the left side, Burge once again, he's got it out of the inside and into the end zone touchdown. As soon as you see them make the break to the outside, you can just look at the lineup of the Titusville defense and see what's happening.
One of the problems I have here with this play is if we're running it back, you'll see we still have people running around to get into positions. And again, that's Hunter Titus, I think, again, is the other one. You can see him. He's running to the wrong side, and they're way overloaded here on the left. And they're, again, Nosco not taking a good angle, and they just have it easy.
41-21 with the extra point to come. Placement, Brown's kick is up, and it is good.
But when he wants to kick that ball, he kicks it well.
Yeah, I was watching him warm up without a step. He was kicking 30 yards.
Yeah, he might have.
Better yours than mine.
Well, he'll hit his because you're parked on the other far side of his.
Yeah, I'm on the far side of his.
You're playing
one Jeep or another Jeep. What's the difference?
Yeah.
So you're playing spoiler to me?
No.
No, you're protecting his car.
Protecting me.
Yeah.
Your little Wrangler against my commander.
No,
sir.
Look, we're going Titles now.
Are we going that way?
Yeah.
5:36 to go in the ball game, 42-21. So these last two scores, that last one short field score, we kind of gave them that one in the context. We had to go for it, so you gave them the short field. They took advantage of it.
Hey, I'll tell you what, it's nice to see these guys playing this hard tonight.
Yeah, it's been a really, even the score's 20 points difference, it's been a pretty good effort by Titusville, but as Steve's alluded to several times, there's 4 plays that have just broke our back. 3 for a touchdown over 60 yards, and that 50-55 yarder that set them up for the
other touchdown.
So those big plays have killed us. So you take those out of here, and we win this ball game.
Well, at the very least, you're sitting pretty even with them. Yeah. So again, the big plays, and the other thing that's killed us too. Again, we've talked about too is penalties. Penalties at the wrong time.
Yep. Brown's kick is going to be taken by the up man. Up across the 30, breaks through. It's Stover, 42, 44-yard line.
He does a nice job. I'm really impressed with the way Laird Stover has played, not only tonight, but throughout the course of the year. He's made a lot of big catches for Titusville, and here, he's just going to take it straight ahead, and I think that's the best way to take that. Kick returns.
I was downtown the other day, and about 5 of these guys walked into the restaurant, and you see Palma, Stover, some of these guys. Yeah, we sit up here and we watch them. Nicholson, 130-pounders, 140-pounders. You look at them and thinking, and I'm on their case all the time. I'm like,
eat more.
Yeah, well, yeah, that too, Bill. But I'm thinking, sometimes these guys give you an awful lot for their size. Here's Parker coming to the outside. Got a good,
what's that? That's got to be a flag, and he's not going to throw it.
No, he can't find it.
He wants to go home.
That's Randy.
Coaches next to us are yelling for a hold, saying he's holding. I don't think he is.
I thought it was a late hit out of bounds.
Well, he's calling right here in the defensive end. And no, I don't think you're going to get that call. Now, he's got his hands wrapped around there, but they teach him if you're inside on the chest, you're not going to get that holding call. That's just the way they call the game nowadays. And as soon as he starts to get away and get separation, we let go. You're not going to get the holding call on that.
Second down and about 6 for Titusville. They're at their own 48. Trips left side. Knapp wants to throw. Throws it up short to Corcoran at about the 45, but it goes incomplete.
I think Raleigh kind of coming out of his break slipped a little bit. Otherwise, I think that's a completed pass, and that was a nicely thrown football there.
5:19 left here. We're going to bring up check that 3rd down 6. But yeah, as going back to what I was saying, so you see these guys and you wonder, here they go running into 200-pounders, 270s. Parker's a big kid. He's about they stay listed in getting the season at 215, but all the rest of our backs and wideouts are just small guys in terms of weight. So they play pretty big. You can see the coaches they're calling all their alignment or their backs up tight. Oh. Sack. Jackson comes in here very quickly. Nobody got him.
Yeah, and there's nobody over there to block him. That's one of those where he'll learn. The freshman quarterback's going to learn. You got to see that they're going to send 2 backers. Now Parker does a nice thing. He's going to come to the right, but he's got to see this coming on. Oh, we just missed him.
We just missed
him bad.
We whiffed.
Yeah, we whiffed on the block. I take that back to the quarterback. That's on our lineman. I believe that was Jacobson. Just completely missed his assignment. Under those conditions, quarterback's going to eat the football.
4th down in a bundle for Titusville, about 13. Doubles right, singles left. Over the middle comes to Landon Palma. Ooh. Palma going to hit and drop down to 49, be short of the first down. I was looking for the hook and ladder.
I was too. I was wondering. I saw him coming. I was thinking, boy, if he thinks, just tosses that.
Can you run that back, Luke?
This would be a completely impromptu thing, but he's going to throw this pattern to Palma. Palma's doing a quick in route. Now here's the catch. If he just kind of holds that real quick and lets Parker on here for the pitch back, there used to be the hook and ladder. I saw that work one time. I believe it was in one of the longest games ever played, Miami and San Diego playoff game, where Miami did it in overtime to win the ball game. Perfectly executed.
I didn't watch the game. It was too long.
It probably was.
Yeah. Moore's got a field. He's got it open, and he's going to go all the way. I don't think we got an angle. We do not. Chris Moore will take it in from 48 yards out. It's another big play off the left side. And this score is going to look a lot worse than what the game really has been.
Really went.
Yeah.
Well, the game has been competitive right up until about the 5-minute mark in the third period. And then Titusville has just kind of, realistically, I think, just kind of run out of gas.
Well, the big plays took us out. And it's now 48-21. But, yeah, it's really too bad because they played pretty well except for those big plays. Zach Brown to attempt the extra point. And it's blocked.
And it's blocked.
Corcoran get that one?
No, I don't think so. I don't know who came up the middle. The one having trouble getting up.
No good. Leads the score Fairview 48, Titusville 21.
60, I don't think the ball got very high.
61, I think, is the one.
Is 61 that got it?
I think 61. That's Jade Bush. I think he's going to come right up the middle.
We'll watch here in the replay.
He's going to come right up the middle. There's 60. No, he comes from the other side. Oh, and right off the face mask. Now, see, if he's Matt Murray, he's out for a week with a concussion. Right there, and he got held too. You see 63 pulls him down.
Almost like he was thrown into it.
Yeah. Again, so we'll take the block any way we can get it. But again, just too little, too late for Titusville, I'm afraid.
4:19 to go in the game. It's 48-21. Finish strong here, guys. Get a touchdown.
Well, here's the thing now. You know, if you're playing, if you're Coach Baldwin, what are you going to do here? Are you going to throw the ball? Or are you just going to go back to your regular offense and let's get this going again here to see if you can't incite them a little bit for even next week?
I was watching these kickoffs with Zach Brown. We talked about it. He's got a pretty strong leg. Takes a 3-step drop like a extra point. Field goal.
Extra point. Yep.
Going to go to Stover at the 22. Stover's out across the 25, cuts it upfield, it comes back to the outside, and he'll bring it out to about the 31. Did he drop the ball?
They blew it dead, I believe.
About the 20, so we'll take it at about 32.
Whistles very early on in the game. Well, it's almost been a benefit to us a little bit.
That was the second time that a whistle was blown and the ball was kind of rolling around on the grass.
Hey, next week, senior night, guys, here at Carter Field.
Always look forward to that.
How many seniors, Jim? There's quite a few, isn't there?
Yeah, there's quite a few. Our son David coaches up at the CSP as Climber Sherman, Panama. They're ranked #1 in the state, 25 seniors. You can imagine what they're going to be like next year. Low snap, but Napster will pick it up and he didn't throw the flag.
Well, there's one down from the far side. Should have been, I thought, kind of there.
Well, he reached for the flag, didn't throw it.
I think he just thought it was maybe incidental contact.
There's no incidental contact.
No such thing. But there is a flag on the far side. It's holding against Titusville.
Yeah, no, that's not incidental. Incidental contacts, you running with somebody and you trip over each other's foot, but that's not incidental contact.
And what
I
hurts
know that, but he looked for the flag, but I think he just couldn't find it.
Well, and then ends up we lose 10 yards on it on the whole. Or better than that because it's from the spot of the foul, so it's 22 yards for the first down, 1st and 22. Otherwise, it would have been offsetting penalties.
And we'd played it down over at 1st and 10.
We played it down over.
Yeah.
1st and 10 instead of 1st and 22. Yeah, it makes a difference. Here comes Harvey. Get a block.
Up.
Harvey brings it out to about the 30.
Parker Harvey carries the ball. Tackle made by number 63.
Holding on to his wrist a little bit. Parker's had a good ball game.
Final between DuBois and Meadville, 27-12 the final. DuBois over the Bulldogs.
Meadville won?
No, that would be DuBois over Meadville.
Well, I know.
The way he would have said Meadville over DuBois.
Oh, shush. A couple of weeks ago, he had Cincinnati beating the Bengals, so.
No, you had Cincinnati beating the Bengals.
But he gave me the writing in the paper. That's a producer.
What?
Knapp gives it off to tailback off the left side, and we're going to get to the line of scrimmage. Man, I'll pick up about 4 in the play.
That's Sebastian Peterson in number 17 for Titusville. First time we've had a chance to see him
at a running spot. Yeah.
33, Samuels Blatney.
3rd down and 15.
But I want to thank our camera crew tonight. A cold, rainy night for them. Amy and Adam had the 2 A's. It took 8 weeks to figure out 2 A's.
Yeah. Took him all this tall, Adam and him.
That's the last time we go to lunch, Adam.
That play snuffed up Jackson.
Yeah.
Right off the get-go from Fairview. Stops that play, a loss of about 4 in the play. Okay. I don't want to cause a problem here, but it's the last time you take Adam out to lunch because of that. When's the last time you took the other cameraman out for lunch?
Today.
Amy, did he take you out for lunch today? He did. Holy Toledo.
Do you like McDonald's?
Oh. Hey, speaking of great places to eat, Farmhouse Barbecue.
Oh, they do have good
proud
food.
Sponsor of the Wireless Mic tonight, along with the Titusville Dairy Products Company.
4th and 11. And the pass comes up short, trying to go over the left side to Palma, but a little pressure. Titusville will turn it over on downs with 1:49 to go.
1:49 remaining in the contest.
48-21, Fairview on top. In case you were wondering what that was all about, Amy is the other cameraman down on the field, and somewhat associated with Luke.
Listen, I just want to say this.
Go
All
ahead.
season we've been listening to, Sam, and Mark. What about poor Adam here, who's...
What about him?
What about him?
Hey, I'm trying, buddy. I'm trying.
Middle child, what do you expect?
Adam, who? Adam.
We've talked about Adam. Adam played center for Titusville. And,
There's nothing left on the table.
100. What do you figure, Adam? 185, even though we listed you at 200 to 205. I think he was 185 pounds. Here, you want to hear about Adam? I'll tell you about Adam. Adam is a senior.
I'm sorry.
Adam is a senior. Of course, back then we were allowed to have a what they called a weightlifting board in the weight room, which listed everybody in their top weights. Something that they're not allowed to have anymore.
Why?
Well, I'm not too sure why. I've heard rumors, but I won't substantiate any of that. Adam, at the time when he was a senior, was squatting, and Adam's top squat. Now remember, this is 190 pounds. Let's say 490 pounds squats, and. That put him, I think, second on the board. At the same time, they had another kid that was squatting just at 500 to get him. I think Adam was 495.
Really?
In squatting, yeah, 185, 190 pound kid squatting that much.
First down and 10 for Fairview. They give it off to tailback on the right side. He's going to be driven out of bounds. And that would be Eli Larson.
Nicholson on the tackle.
Just wave to Tom Liberty, who is next to us here in the press box.
Familiar with Titusville.
2nd down and 13.
1 and 23 to go.
Fairview obviously not in any hurry to snap the ball.
No, they've got what they needed to come out of here with a win. They stay, of course, in contention for the number 2 spot out of the region in playoffs.
Yeah, because if Harbor Creek gets beat tonight, I think that might put them in that number 2 seed. So this might work out really well for Fairview.
Looks like they
tonight.
might just take a knee here. Then they will. 58 seconds left in the ball game.
We'll try to pull up that score here as we wait for the final seconds to wind away. Let's see, because they were playing Harbor Creek and Northeast is up 20-13 over Harbor Creek.
Huh.
So, this could be a big game in more than one way for Fairview tonight.
I don't even think the referee is keeping track of the time back there, Bill, do you?
I don't think he cares.
No.
He just wants to go home.
Yeah, they're waiting for him to raise their hand for the 5-second count. He's just standing there looking at him. So that'll be the last play of the game. Final score, 48-21. Fairview will pick up the win here this evening, but a little better ball game than what that score really shows. We'll be back with a wrap-up and got to pick a player of the game. That all coming to you right after this.
Nothing says community more than local sports. Cheering on our favorite teams while our young athletes learn about hard work, teamwork, and building character. At Homerwood, community begins with our employees. Those same traits we look for in our athletes are the same characteristics we look for in our employees. And it shows in the quality of our products that we're proud to stand behind and on. From our employees and their families, we say thank you for making us part of your community. Go Rockets!
Hospital partners, Meadville Medical Center and Titusville Area Hospital together provide a continuum of high-quality care across Crawford County. Both create the ultimate patient experience. Every patient, every time. Meadville Medical Center and Titusville Area Hospital are more than a hospital. We are a hospital partner, a community partner, a family partner, and a health partner.
Fall and football go hand in hand, just like yards and the products made by Steel. At Titusville True Value, we offer a full selection of Steel chainsaws, pole saws, leaf blowers, weed eaters, and hedge trimmers to prepare your yard for fun this fall. So get the full lineup of Steel's equipment so the chores are out of the way so you can go out to play. Steel, available now at your Titusville True Value. Behind every good project is your Titusville True Value.
And welcome back to the Corky's Pizza and Subs Family Video post-game show as we go down to the field to Bill McCrillis, who's on the wireless mic, brought to you by Titusville Dairy Products Company and by Farmhouse Barbecue. Bill, you're with Coach.
Yeah, I am. Sure am. Coach, a good ball game. I mean, you guys are right in there to the very end.
Yeah, it's tough when you compete, and they're right there, and we're so close, and we make a little mistake here and there, or miss tackles. Just we got to clean that up defensively. A lot of it's just we're not in the right position sometimes. I think they're thinking too much, but we're right there on the doorstep.
Yep. Next week we have senior night. It should be one heck of a night down here.
Oh yeah, we're looking forward to it. Girard, another winnable game. We just got to have a good week of practice and then come out and put it to work.
Hey Bill, we thought the Rockets played a pretty solid game here tonight, and I'm sure the coaches were very happy with what they saw performance-wise.
Yeah, but they wanted. Luke just said that you guys should be pretty happy with what you've seen here tonight as far as performance.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, offensively, we just stopped ourselves. I mean, we did everything. We were driving, and then one little mistake, a holding penalty here, dropped us back, just shooting ourselves in the foot. Like I said, yeah, we're so close. We are excited about what's coming and stuff.
Offensive line looks pretty good tonight there.
Oh, yeah, that was exciting watching them guys get good push and stuff and get back to the running game like we know we can do it. Just real fun. Too bad, we just the mistakes. Got to clean it up.
Hey, Bill, one more question for Coach.
Go ahead.
He played for Coach Liberty. What was that like to be on the same field with him again after all these years?
Oh, okay. They want to know, you played for Coach Liberty.
Yes, sir.
What it was like?
Playing for Coach Liberty was a blast. I mean, he got you so pumped up and ready to go. You wanted to run through a brick wall for the guy. And he's a great coach. Nate's a great coach. I love all them guys over there. And it was good. It was good to compete against them tonight.
All right, Coach. Well, good luck for next week.
Thank you.
Great season so far, though, for us. I'll tell you.
Thank you.
All right.
We'll see you next week.
Okay, guys. I had a chance to talk to Tom Liberty a little bit here before we
don't move, Bill. Don't move. Don't, Bill.
Yeah, go
okay,
ahead.
just right there. Go ahead. Don't move.
Had a chance to talk to Tom a little bit before we got to the end of the game here, and we did a lot of fishing with Tom and Nate, and I also got to talk to Scott Vincent. Remember Scott from years ago? I had Scott when he was in Teener League baseball. Scott was about that high, and he was my catcher. So it was good to see all those three guys down here.
So you guys went fishing tonight?
No, we went. No, we didn't go fishing tonight.
Oh.
But I'm sure Tom he'd want to go. So maybe I'll find out.
I wonder what that would be like to step back onto this field after all these years and just kind of take a moment to look around. We got to see him before the game, kind of scope out the field. But I wonder how many memories floated through his mind.
There was quite a few, believe me. I talked to him before the game started a little bit, and he was excited to be back.
Well, very good.
Well,
thanks, Bill.
You're welcome.
48-21 final, and we need to come up with player of the game, and we'll talk that over. And when we come back, we'll announce that individual, and then we'll get out of here. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
This is the Corky's Pizza Family Video post-game show. Your player of the game and wrap-up coming up next.
Are you moving at the speed of business? File transfers, multiple locations, video chat. Companies these days are using more data than ever, and it's got to be fast. With gigabit internet from Armstrong Business Solutions, you can keep up with the pack no matter what size your company is. We can provide your business a reliable connection to our advanced fiber optic network with speeds from 100 megs up to 10 gigs per second. Get your business in the fast lane. Armstrong Business Solutions. Your business is our business.
So State Farm will be here to help protect our home.
Of course.
What about here?
Yep. Nice.
Okay. Here?
Who puts tinfoil in the microwave?
Here? Here? Here?
Feels a little awkward.
A little.
Here?
You too.
So cold.
Go with the one that's here to help life go right. State Farm.
Oil Creek Plastics, the industry leader in polyethylene pipe, is proud to be a part of the Titusville community and a proud sponsor of Titusville High School athletics. Located off Route 27 in East Titusville, Oil Creek Plastics has been a vested part of the Titusville community for 28 years. At Oil Creek Plastics, we take pride in supporting our community and are thrilled to bring instant and slow motion replay to the stream's Titusville Rocket sports broadcasts. In Titusville and here to stay, Oil Creek Plastics. Best of luck to the Titusville Rockets.
Interstate Pipe and Supply is proud to announce their celebration of 50 years in business. Holding true to their motto, service means business, they offer a full knowledgeable staff, full fleet of trucks, and large product offering. They are not just a plumbing location, but a one-stop shop assisting homeowners and contractors quickly and efficiently. They have been a primary pipe supplier in Titusville for 40-plus years. Good luck to the Titusville Rockets this year, and thank you for making Interstate Titusville's premier pipe supplier. Anderson Physical Therapy is committed to your long-term health and well-being. With certified licensed therapists, Andersons can provide therapy for all your rehabilitation needs. With offices located at 202 Union Street in Titusville and 118 Main Street, Tityute, Anderson looks forward to opening their new location in Cambridge Springs, making it convenient for you to get back to doing the things you enjoy. So stay on top of your game with Anderson Physical Therapy, with convenient locations in Northwest Pennsylvania and online 24/7 at andersonphysicaltherapy.net. Community Connect Federal Credit Union is a not-for-profit, member-owned financial institution, and becoming a member is pretty easy. Stop in, call, or visit our website at communityconnectfcu.com and click Join to get started. Ask about our money market accounts, low-interest loans on new and used vehicles, or start saving for the holidays with a Christmas Club account. Visit us today to get started. We're Community Connect Federal Credit Union, 1050 East Spring Street, Titusville.
And welcome back to the Corky's Pizza Family Video post-game show. And by the way, we want to thank Corky's Pizza. We also want to thank the Titusville Beverage for providing water and pop for us here at the press box for all the home games. A big thanks to those folks. All right, guys, very tough game to pick a player of the game. There were so many guys who did certain things throughout the game.
Well, a lot of guys had made plays for Titusville tonight. I thought Riley Corcoran had a good game, particularly on defense for us tonight, where he was attacking and made a lot of tackles there. And even on that one drive, I think he had 4 of the 5 tackles on the drive. Parker Harvey ran very well. Nicholson played well on defense for us. Stover played very well tonight. But tonight, I think the big difference early on and led to some big plays for Titusville was the play of the tackles. And in particular, we thought Bush played well on the right tackle position. I know he had a seal block, a great seal block on one of the big runs for Parker Harvey. Maybe the touchdown run in the first half, maybe even it was that play here. And these guys don't get enough ink, don't get enough airtime, enough press. And we've seen it throughout the course of the year. We've talked about it. If you can't win with the 5 guys up front, if they don't win that initial battle, you don't win a football game. And so for the job that he did tonight, Bush is our player of the game.
Yep, that sounds good to me.
Sounds good to me.
The thing about the line play is that, as Steve said, you don't win without it. And quite frankly, we've been talking about that for 7 games now. And so
but they get picked on quite a bit.
Yeah, they do, and they don't get the press. They're the big guys down there doing all the dirty work.
They get the grunt work.
Get the grunt work.
Like Bill.
Yeah, and so we sit up here. We're the high paid, and
Bill's down in the elements.
Bill's down in the elements, and our cameramen have it pretty well made, but that's beside the point. But anyway. When you get a game like this, and the score's not indicative of.
Adam's telling us to wrap up. He wants to.
I know he does. That's why I'm talking. I'm trying to think of something more to say here.
Poor Amy's out there freezing.
Well, she can put anything she wants.
Her camera's off and she's running everything up. She's probably all the way on her way up to the press box here. But yeah, the line.
I wasn't done yet.
I thought you were.
Can we pick up next week?
I just kind of thought like normally he lost his train of thought. If we wait for it, we could be here till midnight. So I just figured the heck with it. We just jump in here.
Let me get the music here.
I'm pretty sure he missed the whole train.
No, go ahead, Jim. Finish
I'm done.
I'll count you down. Go ahead.
I'm done.
In 5, 4, 3.
All right. How about final thoughts?
I don't have any.
When's the last time you fell off the horse?
Tonight was a better performance by the Titusville football team. They come up short, big plays, penalties, bad snaps were the 3 items that really hurt them tonight. They've got to clean that up and try to secure it for this for their next to last game here against Girard.
Quarterback position. That position is improving right now. I mean, you can see it game after game. He's getting just a little better. He's throwing the ball a little bit more and a little bit straighter, and I like that position.
All right, thanks, guys. Jim? Oh, no. I think is he mad? Hey, for our camera operators.
It's so hard to tell sometimes.
The 2 A's, which I just realized tonight. Amy and Adam, thank you guys so much. Nice job as always. For Bill McCrillis on the wireless mic. For Steve Bodemer, who does our color commentary, thank you so much. We're going to forget about Jim. I'm Luke Rio. Thank you. No, Jim, thank you. A legend in broadcasting.
In his own mind.
No. Hey, thanks for joining us. And thank these sponsors for allowing us to be here, I think. State Farm Insurance, Oil Creek Plastics, Interstate Pipe and Supply, Larry's Auto Service, True Value Hardware, Armstrong, Anderson Physical Therapy, Titusville Dairy Products Company, the Meadville Medical Center and Titusville Area Hospital, by Joe Taylor Ford, by The Barking Lot, by Community Connect Federal Credit Union, by the Gordon B. Garrett Funeral Home, by Homerwood, by Clifford's Carpets and Waterbeds, by Vanderhoof Heating and Air Conditioning, by Family Video, and by Corky's Pizza and Subs.